Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
fucking goddamn.
well, there's 5 burgers, 4 of us eating. This will actually be the first thing I've eaten today.
Oh yeah, that means gonna
Too
hit
busy riding the dragon? What?
You've been riding the dragon? Pardon me. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
The Chinese
Been too busy riding the dragon?
opium
Yeah,
den reference.
Pretty much.
Riding the Dragon specifically was either like regular, like the
smoke.
Yeah, the smoked one, and then when the term got here to America, it was referred to when the laudanum did. But the traditional one, the much more older one, is the fucking opium that you smoke.
And then the crackheads still use it for heroin and everything else in the opiate phase.
I didn't even know that they were that fucking high class. But all right, cool. I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah, because remember, the rich people get hooked on pain pills, but even that eventually runs out.
Yeah.
Especially in certain states like Florida, and they all go to heroin.
Yeah.
Well, then eventually they end up going down to fucking pain pills. Like,
well, the pain pills are more expensive. That's like why there's such a heroin addiction. These people went from pain pills and we cracked down our pain pills, but we didn't crack down on treatment. We just cut the supply.
Right.
So
yeah, that was back. Was that 2016, 2017? Was it when they cut all the pain banks?
yeah, so we do that. We like screen. We get some pharmacists have like a hair up their ass and they won't even take legal scripts. So you get people who are addicted and then they just there's nowhere to go. So
fall off the edge. Yeah.
So they went to heroin because it's the only thing they could do to get an opium fix.
Right.
You wouldn't have mayonnaise on
And then you get all the fentanyl issues and like Marlena's like step grandmother just OD'd this week, and then one of my classmates OD'd.
I already knew you were going to put too much on there. Fuck. I don't think anyone is anyone else having mayonnaise?
No.
Not what you do it.
I don't even like mayonnaise that much.
Yeah, so you beat the shit out of it.
Are you implying that I hate fuck the mayonnaise?
I mean,
It's just like, come at you, bitch. You know, fucking.
I mean, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Is that the mental image you wanted today?
Not the one we wanted, the one we got.
I mean, don't
Yeah,
get me
well, you're
wrong.
used to that.
Don't get me wrong. If I absolutely positively if I fucking accidentally swallowed like poison or something, I would hate fucking cottage cheese just so I could throw up. I'd do it. That'd be a guaranteed way for me to throw up. Put my
That's a
dick in
mean thing to
cottage
say
cheese.
about Cody with a K.
Yeah.
Would the cultures make it count as like a living entity? So he's like a threesome?
That'd be way more than a threesome. We're talking an orgy at the bare minimum. I mean, we're all coming at that point. Yeah. I stand by my statement. Not to brag, but I bet I can make some bacterial
Like group sex
cultures.
is group sex.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're just
It doesn't take much to make a bacterial culture come, okay?
So
you
that's
say
why Cody's
yeast
so happy.
infection?
No, this isn't this would be like a
Well, that's
an
down there.
UTI. This would be an actual UTI without like the yeast.
Would like the pubic lights feed off the cottage cheese?
Hey, look, anybody wants to join the party, they can join the party. I'm not stopping
At what
them.
point do we label it also bestiality?
Just you gonna get your bun ready? Not the first time we've heard that.
Actually,
today,
that would be right about the time the lights joined. Because the lights are, it's an animal.
Sesame or
At that point,
Multicellular
yeah.
organism.
Yeah. The bacteria is not an animal, so it's not bestiality. It'd be the same thing like if I put a little bit of like mycelium in there, and I'm okay because it's a fungus. Protozoans, we're all good. But once you get to an animal, yeah, now it's bestiality. But it is necrophilia from the start because there's definitely dead bodies in there.
It's necrophilia if you fuck a fungus.
God damn it, Jay!
No, the fungus is living.
The fungus is living.
What the fungus is living off of is not
Right.
necessarily.
Right.
That one got me. God.
We were just talking about dead bacteria. We weren't talking about aborted babies.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. Now that's going to be another step.
What is that, like step 6?
Well, that's like necrophilia. But okay, if they're dead and they weren't ever born, does it count as pedophilia? Or is it just extra lube?
Please tell me this is not being recorded.
Well,
It's
see,
being recorded.
it
Lights
depends. It depends on. See, now that just gets us into the whole entire where does life start question. In which case,
No. Where does human life? The cells
What
are
kind of
alive.
bun do you want?
Cells are alive.
Potato or sesame?
I'm going potato. I'm going potato for this one.
on. I have potatoes done.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, that's the last potato.
It's just a Cooper taste.
Hey, look. Hey.
I
Use the
mean-
bun, use the bun.
Our people
That's different
survived
between my
off
potatoes
the,
and yours. No, it's soft.
It's still a yellow potato.
our people survived.
No, I'm
off
talking
of
like because
potatoes.
the time he made potatoes, they were hard
Yeah,
as brick.
it's still a yellow potato.
It wasn't hard as bricks. It turned into cement.
I was thinking like
There's
a
a
Newton.
difference.
I was still thinking of a Newtonian fluid.
Yeah, non-Newtonian fluid. Yeah. What?
I just look over at Doc's note,
Changes love.
and the first thing I
Don't
see-
change my note. Don't change my
The
note.
first thing I
Don't
see
do that to
the
me,
whole
please.
time.
is Diazzo is a smart mouth little fuckhead.
I
that
don't see
gets
you
the bubble
argue.
first chance I get.
I wrote that. I wrote that like an hour and a half ago, dude.
That's all the notes you had from an hour and a half ago?
The title is definitely not matched.
That's
It
not
shows
the
no
note.
signs of that.
Quit reading my notes, you nosy little fuck.
How is it all the notes you have?
That's not all the notes I have. Those are just the ones I'm typing down now.
The whole point is taking notes live.
Daniel,
so you don't forget.
Can you grab me another Mountain Dew, please?
Yes.
So you're high as fuck.
Blue.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys let me
please.
cook.
I don't care. I'm not eating it.
We let the high one cook. Even
All right, who's first?
They're probably just not going to be very cold right now, just because they
I'm
didn't
just
get in there
picking
right off the bat.
that
Thank you.
would be me.
I'm really just picking up shit.
Okay. No one said they wanted cheese. Don't pass the cheese. Hey, cheese. Cheese. Nice. That's mine. I'm not ready yet. Thank you.
My stomach's been acting up. I'm not touching dairy for a little while.
There's only 2 slices of cheese left,
Like,
too.
we'll do the
So.
grease. You can split it.
Yeah,
Someone
that's
else can
exactly
have
what
a
I'm planning on
slice.
doing.
I got too much mayonnaise on mine anyway, so it'll end up too early.
What's that?
I said someone else can have a slice because I got too much mayonnaise on mine.
All right, so that's just between you and me then. I'll take these.
Right,
Bet.
right.
Y'all want to pass the ketchup and mustard down? You want yellow mustard, right?
Yes, please.
Take that out.
Is there still more of the pickle juices in there?
No, there's no more pickles in there
Yes.
at all.
I don't care about the pickles for right now. I just want the pickle juices.
Nope, nothing.
Oh yeah.
Damn it. Fucking monsters.
Now Kenny and my papa.
Ate a whole one by yourself. And I brought one over for his birthday or someone's birthday. You ate them.
You don't know much remember.
I think those were James's birthday. Those brought those over on.
This was just the last of the meat. I'm not trying to make this into anything. But I'm probably going to break it up and feed it to Uchi.
It's a very fuckable burger. That's all I'm saying.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. You got
No.
four on
He
the
has
Mountain
he has nothing to do with anything. I said.
Yeah, right. Did you put this in the trash, please?
All right.
You don't want the ketchup and mustard? Oh, you haven't even used
I
it.
haven't even used it yet, but here.
Anyone else going to want sriracha?
I'm good. Thank you, though.
Done with those.
Why did you say?
I don't know why you didn't.
Yeah.
Kiwis?
Don't worry about it. Hey, can you not, please? I'm kind of being serious. That's like really kind of messed up. Like I don't fuck with anyone else's notes. I don't expect anyone to fuck with anyone else's notes.
I get fun kiwis.
That's really
That's our safe word.
okay.
We already learned about that last week. Because I was trying to figure out how Kiwis would be canon in the universe. Or how to, like, inconspicuously use it. Because point was like to not tip anything off that we saw. So we're just gonna have a bunch of L's going kiwis, 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 kiwis,
Oh no, that's like a lot.
kiwis.
Remember that?
That's like a bad Monty Python sketch.
Ours going out the pizza, you just hear kiwis.
Yeah, no. If Kiwis get set, I'm lighting up like.
As Dothamar's face hits the cold stone. Kiwis. Can I get a napkin, please?
Thoughts, last words.
Thank you, sir.
Fun fact, kiwis are one of two things I'm allergic to.
Mangoes too, right?
Yep. We think. I'm the one that we've never tested.
Are you the fruit, the sap, the pollen?
Well,
We've never tested it.
He's most certainly the fruit.
We've all been
Cody-
too scared to test it.
Oh, that's true.
Do you still have, do you still have mangoes?
Cody,
Is the
Do
peeled
you
flesh.
still have mangoes?
yeah. Well, Cody's a sap,
There's some-
not necessarily the fruit itself. Like eating the fruit doesn't do anything to him. It's like a sap or like touching the outside.
Great. Yeah,
Ben
We
is
can
the
test
same
the
way.
peel, though.
I think Ruth and Courtney are the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Ruth
they're
for
allergic to the
sure.
fruit, but they can touch the outside. I think Ben and Cody can't touch the outside, but they can eat the fruit. I can do either. I'm not allergic to any of it. So he has a chance of either not being able to touch them or being immune to it.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, no, I've got some mangoes in there.
We're all a bunch of crazy ass crackheads, but you throw a few mangoes at us and we're down.
Well, you don't know.
You're gonna have a nice mango salsa.
So like we're
I
gonna go
wanted
back to
to
the
test
whole
it
thing
for a
about.
while.
I mean, you don't have to go nowhere for it.
We have Lori here all test.
Well, yeah, there's also a mango here.
Also from
Also from Lord.
Yeah, the only problem is going to be if it's like full on anaphylaxis. None of the rest of us have that. But watch, I'll be the immune one. He'll be the one that gets like the full, like, massive, horrible
5
allergy.
minutes from Rollerson, so he can die with a big.
Right, so then he can get cancer? Cool.
No.
There is one extra
Oh,
burger.
there's a dark one.
We can either bury him in the same place Mom is, or I have a spot over there with Ozzy. It's up to him.
He probably fit better in the spot with Ozzy.
Buried
Probably.
mom? What do you mean?
Yeah, that's true. But at this point, I think it's
Just
okay.
toss me in the freezer where they're all be
At this point, I think I'm okay. I think it's
Would you
okay.
pass the pickles, please?
She's still in the freezer. You have to
Oh.
make with her?
Nope.
Did we have any potato salad left?
Yeah.
Could be.
Can I get some of the
I
red
think-
skin stuff?
We
Real
kinda
quick
just
before I pass
forgot
the
to
pickles
do
back down there?
anything else.
I mean, how much is that costing you guys to keep her there?
You guys
So
still
No,
have
it
it in the
was like
freezer?
2,000
Nothing?
something.
Wasn't for us. It was whatever the original cost was to bury her.
He
Thank
told
you,
me the cost. It was like 2,000 something.
I think it was like. But that, like, once it got passed off to our sister and our aunt, like, I had tried to like help out and like stuff, and then people got pissed, and I just backed out of the whole thing
Okay.
because at the end of the day, there's only so long that I can keep up the pretense that I even give two shits what happens to anybody's dead body. Like,
You
I
guys
don't
don't donate-
genuinely give a flying fuck what happens to anybody's
They
dead
didn't want
body.
to donate it, like what cancer research.
No, not for her. Her personal wishes were to be buried. So,
Did
How did they bury her afterwards?
Did they bury her?
as far
No.
as I know, yes.
Oh.
Because things were set up in that way after that. Like 2 years later. But supposedly it's already been taken care of.
I didn't know.
I don't know. I haven't checked back up on it, and I did need to the other day because fuck Facebook and reminding me that it was fucking anniversary.
Yeah, Cody and I had to work that day.
Here you go.
That was fun.
Hey, at least the day of the funeral we had fucking laughs. I mean, god damn it. That's what I wanted fucking shit to go out on. Fuck all that nonsense fucking sad bullshit.
You and the fucking YouTube ad.
Fucking YouTube. Awesome job fucking up a really fun thing with a fucking YouTube ad before playing the song that I wanted.
What happened?
He played the Bohemian Rhapsody at our mom's funeral to have us all sing to it. and he didn't have it queued up ahead of time, so we got an ad right before it.
Oh, fuck.
If I remember right, it was one of the bad ads too. It was like ED or some shit like that.
I don't remember what it was, but it was fucking. It was funny. The video's out there somewhere. I don't remember who had. I think Jessica still has it.
Jessica has it, and I have part of it on my Instagram.
Oh, okay.
It still wouldn't load all of it though.
Yeah, it was thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah, it's not. It's a lot.
I'd say it was fairly disturbing for some of the people there.
And like I said to her, like the last time that I actually talked to her, I told her flat out, I was like, you know full well that I'm going to embarrass you at your funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And she was laughing the whole entire time, so I made good on my word. And I can guarantee you she wouldn't have had it any other way. So, fuck it. Like I said, there's only so long I can give two shits about how like somebody's body is fucking taken care
Yep,
of. I don't really care.
Someone's gonna tie me up in a blanket and put me in a hole on the farm.
Donation here.
Well, that's after they take my organs.
I'm jumping out of an airplane, so.
I thought we were only doing that like for cognitive reasons. Were you doing that for physical reasons as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If
Now,
I
do you have like a certain age plan out as a maximum, or it's just whatever physical degradation gets to the point?
basically physical degradation or the very beginnings of mental degradation. I ain't waiting too long on that one.
We agree that the mental, as soon as I start slipping,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably about 80 years for me,
We
because
already-
that's about when Jamie's timeline hits in with the Alzheimer's.
yeah, all that shit runs in my family. I'm good. I've seen enough.
I mean, like, Grandpa didn't hit dementia until 86. So he had a pretty good long time. So we don't, to the best of our knowledge, we don't know that necessarily runs in the family. We might find that out, like, with our uncles.
I mean, it depends
Because
on
they're
what,
getting close to that at this point.
it depends on what type of like cognitive issues you're having. Some of it's just life skills. So
Yeah.
depression, disease, poor health, poor mental
mean,
health.
I probably run a high risk for mental degradation because of being a welder, heavy metals.
Yeah.
Just
all the fumes, breathing it
yeah.
in.
Just as a general rule, I probably run a pretty high risk of that.
When there's me
So-
on the pot.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, new studies are showing that when like young people are smoking pot from a very young age, it's starting to show degradation on the brain.
It does change like intelligence to an extent because if you start too young, it starts.
Yeah, it changes the way that it changes your method of learning.
I started like 8th grade.
Yeah.
My learning actually hasn't changed. I've kept track.
You also.
So
have
you don't
hit
get to determine
adult.
that. It's not for you to determine.
You don't stop until like the end of your 20s. So yeah, that's yeah. It's just like like when you have your first drink, often correlates with if you'd be an alcoholic or not.
Right. See, mine is just the fact that any mental degradation, I'm fucking doing it. I ain't waiting long enough for somebody to fucking Baker-act me or fucking take away my ability to fucking make my own choices. And physical degradation, I would say I'm okay with being a paraplegic up to a certain point. If I'm a quadriplegic, I'm going to fucking wheel my way out of an airplane. If I reach a point where I'm old enough and I'm like a paraplegic or something, I'm probably just going to go ahead and take the chance that I lived a good life. Anything other than that, if I reach a situation where like I can't wipe my own fucking ass, I'm going out of an airplane.
We'll buy you a bidet.
Okay, then I'll buy me another 10 years. Willing to live with a bidet for 10 years, and then I'm probably going out the airplane anyway.
It'll be heated.
15.
All right, 15 years.
Laura is steadily improving Jamie's lifespan.
Look, I care about the quality of life. If she's willing to up my quality of life, I'm willing to up the number. I'm not set on this.
So this is my mental state. Dr. starts going on going off the Skyway.
What's the Skyway?
It's the bridge connecting Tampa to like the mainland, basically. How like has that off hook
That horrible, nasty, disgusting bridge.
I don't think I've ever been on
and
it.
has a perfect view of the oceans, and
It's a
that'd be like a
big-ass
perfect way
Horrible,
to die.
disgusting, nasty ass bridge.
No,
Is there
thank
something you can land on that's actually hard enough to kill you? Or are you talking water?
It's
Well,
the
It's
tallest
not
bridge.
guaranteed.
It's like
But he'll likely lose
275.
consciousness and drown. I
George,
Yeah,
that's all
you'll
I'm
end up
talking
you'll end up being like the dude who fucking jumped off of a skyscraper after taking poison and tries to shoot himself in the head on the way down. Like,
Is that like a modern Rasputin? What?
I don't know. It's just a story as far as I don't know that it was ever actually true.
it's like
There's
a
a story that cycled around for a while of the dude fucking tried to do all this shit to kill himself.
It's a
It
It
200
doesn't
like-
sound like he's very dedicated.
Right. But yeah, then at the end of the day, like you're not guaranteed to hit water and die. So that's a rough one.
You might still
It's
drown.
200 feet.
Especially if like you end up
like.
especially if you end up like quadriplegic, now you're slowly sinking and drowning. Fuck that shit.
I mean,
I'm going from high enough and I'm dive bombing straight into fucking solid stone.
but a lot of people describe drowning as peaceful because after you hit that like certain level of
No.
oxygen loss,
No.
after you hit that certain level of oxygen loss,
No.
Honestly, it doesn't sound too bad to me because dying in the water just.
No.
no, there's still a natural sense of panic. But then after
No.
it
I'm
peaks-
going with a no. What do you not understand about
Yeah,
no?
but what happens if you jump out of an airplane
No!
and hit the water?
I'm not doing that. I'm literally doing it in a fucking desert.
I'll go do it in Arizona.
It
Yeah,
hits the one
I'm
fucking
hitting
oasis.
Yeah, I'll hit the one fucking oasis.
The dam.
Somebody puts it. Yeah. I'll hit-
Why would I throw that black with all the black balls?
Somebody's got a single outhouse with a bidet in it, and I hit the bidet. God damn you, Dora! Why'd you have to give me the bidet?
Face first, your head stuck.
Did you
Right.
say Dora?
Yeah, you said Dora.
Yeah, whatever.
I
Fucking,
mean, at that
if
point,
I'm going through the fucking desert, I might as well call her Dora at
That's
that
okay.
point.
That was my nickname.
Swiper, no swiping.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Come here, you little box.
On the map.
Wanna put catnip on it?
No, she-
All right.
And on that note,
So, the party, rushing past the glyphs, Arkin falls to her knees, stumbling, as her life force is dragged from her body into one of the glyphs. Gyatso, slightly faster, only caught a part of it, feeling his left arm and leg go fully numb as the color is fully drained from both appendages. R, back up from the time reversal, makes it through without a problem. As you hear behind you, Dothrmar hits the stone.
I am immediately casting Mass Healing Word.
I'm immediately reversing both at the same time.
You mean first you're gonna
Or
reverse
first.
time.
Yeah, first. Sorry.
Before we just waste that spell.
Yeah. Before he does that, I'm reversing both.
Oh, you're gonna do
Dothrmar.
that instead?
Yeah.
Cheek on the cold
That's-
stone. As you feel the life go back into your body again.
I'm gonna crawl my way off the fucking glyph,
Good call.
stand up. Thank you. And I'll go ahead and start pulling out. Who needs healing? I'll pull out one of my healing potions.
Only if you want to use it. I got mine.
Okay. If you got your own.
Down to one.
What are you doing for mass healing word? How
Oh.
much is it?
I
Before you do
mean,
that, I mean,
I think
you're full, right? Or
Yeah, I'm
close to
full.
I'm full.
You're
3-1 down. How much is the healing potion?
yeah, the small healing potion.
Well, I gave
And
you
how much
two
are-
regular healing potions.
2 hags potions.
Yeah, 2 hags potions.
How much are the small?
You have the big giant ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my Mass Healing Word's not going off. seeing that he got revived.
Yeah, I think everyone's okay besides me. So
James,
save it.
how much is the healing on the Hag's potions?
Yours are the small ones, right?
Yeah, you got the regular size ones.
Was it 2d8 plus 2? I don't remember what the standard ones are off the top of my head.
The normal one's 2d4 plus 2.
There we go. That.
And then the giant ones are.
Hope they were like 8d4 or something crazy like that.
Yeah, that's all for you, baby.
The regular ones are 2d4 plus 2. The giant ones are 8d4 plus 8.
How long? It takes me what, like a
Full minute to chug down one of the giant healing potions.
Sure. Might as well burn one of those.
And then I'll drink one of the Hag's healing potions. I'm guessing the normal healing potions, that's just instant, right? What if I use 2 your D4s? I have my own, but my D4 really fucking hates me.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a bunch.
You got 6. How many do you need?
I need 6.
The worst ones to
Yeah, it's a little bit.
14, 15, 16, 17.
You can always just do like a short rest.
So 27.
17.
Yeah, 17 plus 8. No, so 26.
Like,
20, so 17 plus 3.
So I'm up to 21. So I can't do that again. I'll be alright otherwise. It's a stick to all rocks. Do you think all those style traps would blow without us getting too close to them? Like, we scouted ahead?
I am of the mind that they're set off by proximity more than anything else.
Okay, but I'm saying, would you be able to see them ahead of time with the magic sight?
I should be able to see them ahead of time.
what if you tried using your erupting art on one of the spots where these rings are? Did it disrupt them?
I have no idea for knowing for sure. Or if by setting them off will release the magic to scatter wild. It could go either way, to be honest. It could either work and dissipate the magic, or it could make it erupt. So no way of knowing for certain until it happens. So now, because we've experimented, pretty damn certain that they're set off by proximity.
Yeah, I would say so.
Is there any way to remove them?
Pass that down to Jesse for me, please.
What? I don't think so. Shit.
Jester.
I need to read it.
Did one of his dicks fall off?
No, one's just necrotic.
Oh, one deals necrotic damage now.
Understood?
Yep.
Gotcha.
No.
Oh, I don't like this. He's putting food in his mouth so he doesn't laugh. I fucking knew it.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh.
Regurgitation.
So,
It took me like a solid 3 minutes to read the last word of that first sentence.
Yeah. I fucked it up.
You know it's bad handwriting when I can really read it.
I love those little notebooks, but I hate writing on one as a left-handed person.
Mm.
I have to float my hand, and it's such a pain in the ass.
Bend it a little bit out of your way. So you can actually like rest your hand on something.
Oh, yeah. I should have done it right off the corner of my laptop. Probably would have been easier, but... Okay, so... You all are on the other side of the glyphs.
Cool.
What you guys doing?
I'm gonna open up my magic site and scan further ahead.
Okay.
Was that from the rune or?
You both already rolled your... What's that?
Was that from the rune
Huh?
going off on me? Honestly, don't know if I like the straight answer from
You
that.
also have a shadow.
Ooh.
Oh no, I still have a shadow. I have a.
Is it a
Definitely have
funky-ass
shadow.
Is it still a
Is there-
flickering shadow?
Is there 2 shadows now?
Are
Oh,
there
no,
more
are you
than 2
checking?
shadows?
Honestly, no.
You already rolled yours for the healing potion, so you got healed up. Same for you.
Mhm.
All right, cool.
Ish.
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 63 hit points.
Yeah, so I had 4. I got 25 from the giant potion, so I'm at 29.
Nice.
So I could take a boulder maybe, but I can't take anything magic.
Still looking kind of rough. You're looking very pale.
Straight up not having a good time.
You're looking very pale, very sweaty, a little shaky. You're definitely not having a very good time. Gaza's not doing much better. Like, even with that, you didn't gain a whole ton of hit points, did you?
No, I gained
Yeah.
like 8.
Why don't you drink the other one?
Stable.
Shifty, he's looking. He's not as bad as Arkin is, but you can definitely see he's paler than he normally is, and definitely like eyes darting around all over the place.
Why don't you take another? Why don't you drink another one of your potions, my dude?
That's the thing about conserving healing potions.
Yeah,
Skyrim
I
has
don't
taught
like to
me
use
it's
all of them either.
Okay.
Skyrim has taught me it's best to at least keep one healing potion on you at all times.
Is that the one you have now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I got it.
Do you want one? I have a small one.
It'll be okay. We just have to be careful. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be perfectly fine.
All right. So
We're just gonna-
Magical sight, looking up ahead,
Mhm.
seeing if there's any more glyphs. Like,
Do you want to scout by yourself? Because we've still seen like potential for physical traps as well. So if you're
I
looking
don't
just
want-
for
I-
magic.
yeah, I'm standing where I'm at. I just want to look ahead.
30-foot range, nothing within range.
Gotcha. Okay.
Definitely like to mention I'm not the one to look around right now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So
I die.
let's go ahead and move away from the glyphs. If you want to check up ahead, make sure there's no further
You're gonna
traps.
tell me you went about 30 feet, no traps.
No, I didn't walk.
I mean, but you saw about 30 feet. There's no magical traps.
Yes.
So you want to just piggyback? You do magic. I do physical.
That works for me.
Man, it's almost like you guys are going to work as a team.
Finally,
Fuck your
level 9.
friendship.
Friendship is magic.
Better than what I could have said. No, it's just like the first part was right, but like, yeah, it's just gonna be fuck you. But like,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No, I know where he's going with this. Oh, goddamn, he doesn't want to die, and there's no way out. I have no way out
What do you mean?
because rocks close the tunnel.
True.
Oh yeah. we're
I have no
talking
magical
rats.
way out, so someone else might be able to transport out. I have no way out.
Oh,
you
that's
want to
not-
stick with the person who can magically transport out. That's fair. All right, so it's just prudence on her part. Gotcha.
There's a few other problems too, Laura.
How do we expect anything at this point?
You're speaking from
So-
knowledge from the note.
What's that?
I said there's a few other problems too, and he's like, you're speaking from knowledge for the nose.
Secrets.
Secret tunnel.
So, continuing on, moving slowly, carefully, you make it to the next 200-foot mark without seeing much of anything. Then, just at the edge of your detect magic, you catch another glyph in the ground in front of you.
Does it look the same?
As you move forward, a little bit closer, you can see the same setup of 4 glyphs.
Cool. I'm calling a halt to everybody,
Okay.
telling them what I see.
As you look upon it, this one reads an enchantment magic.
Enchantment.
Could be like would enchantment be like confusion and stuff? Like could they like
Or charm.
psych someone into like leaving, turning back, killing their party?
If you charm someone, you can't make them do anything hostile.
Okay. Could you convince someone that they're seeing something that they're not?
That would require illusion.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not.
No, I'm just letting you know.
I can't think of any other enchantment spells off the top of my head.
Do I see anything further past them?
How close are you getting to the glyphs? You got 30 foot of range on your detect magic. To be able to see all 4 of them within the aura, you're 25 feet away from them currently.
5 feet forward.
Okay. Nothing seems to appear on the other side.
Does enchantment usually like cause like physical damage to the enchanted?
Depends on what it is specifically.
Which,
I have no idea.
which one of us could we all fight the best?
If it has anything to do with frightened, I have resistance to being
you.
frightened.
I'm gonna touch the thing.
You actually all fight you pretty easily.
Okay.
I would assume.
I mean, with its HP, sure.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Shy.
This is
We can bring
painful.
you back.
I don't want to touch the cliff. I don't want to touch the cliff.
Drop your bag of holding before you walk up to the enchantment glyph.
Can
Or
I get this passed down that way to the garbage, please? Thank you, sir.
I can cast Auto Luke's Resilient Sphere, and someone rolls through it, setting them off and not being affected by it, and everyone runs past.
Would that work though? Because if it's not affecting them, does it count as using up the energy?
Also, last time, it seemed like only one person was setting off one glyph per.
Yeah, so one person could be safe, maybe the person who's closest to dying. But if it's enchantment, is it going to cause damage automatically, or is it going to be like trying to damage ourselves?
I don't.
Can I
I'm
see
just
any?
guessing like theories.
If I was to get within 10 feet with my light enchantment on, would I be able to see any difference between the various runes? Like the glyphs?
You got full health figures. So.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Not bad. 17 plus 7, that's
24.
24.
24. You see basically the same. Checking it out, you can see on the ground where the water is still just a little bit there. There's probably about a little over an inch of water left in this tunnel. And you can see where the glyph is because of where the water dips down, almost as if it's like magnetized in a certain way over where all of the lines are. So you get a general sense of what the glyph is.
So we can't.
Okay.
From this distance, there's nothing to see on the side walls. You'd basically have to get right up against it the way the Arkin did last time.
Well, I'm going to do that then.
Okay?
I'll get right up close to it.
Okay, I don't think I
on
can
the-
cast fireball,
I'm getting
which
my-
is like a. Okay.
On the side walls, you can barely, just faintly, with that perception roll, you can see just the faintest outline of what the glyph actually looks like. It takes you a minute to really it's almost like one of those like the mind's eye pictures. It takes you a minute to kind of focus and unfocus your eyes before you kind of get the idea of what it is, because it's like I said, it's almost as if somebody drew it on there and then wiped it off, and all you're seeing is just the faintest remnant of it.
Like a picture within a picture.
Basically.
Like when you leave the indentation in paper after you erase it.
Right. Or 3 pages deep, you can just barely see an indentation of what was written before. Similar to that. And you can see that on both sides, going back and forth. And as far as you can tell, they all look the same. The 2 side ones absolutely look the same. The bottom one, it's kind of hard to tell. There's no, with the water there, you can't see the glyph on the ground, but you can see the indentation. And it definitely follows the same patterns as the 2 side ones.
Do I see anything around the glyphs? Any?
Do we want to risk?
Are you just trying to take a look at them, or what are you looking for in particular?
The note. Do I see any of around the? Okay.
No.
I'm not following you
I
guys.
know, but
He was literally just giving us props for working as a team.
he gave it to him privately, so he probably isn't allowed to
Yeah,
tell
that's
us.
true.
Do we want? I mean,
For right now, he doesn't even know what he's looking for.
okay, so really, enchantment was the realm of, as far as Doc would know.
As far as Dolph would know, most enchantments would go based off of the very bare bones basic version of things. So as far as let me just pull it up real quick.
The ones that he would know in particular would be things like charming people, holding people in place is considered an enchantment spell.
Mhm.
So locking them rigid.
Okay, so a binding.
Frighten is a
Charm,
effect.
sleep.
Sleep
Okay, so
is a charm
so
effect.
basically,
Confusion is a charm effect.
okay, yeah. So convincing, basically trying to scare you off, convince you to walk off, convince you to
Not
leave,
running straight ahead.
if not binding you.
Right.
What are the odds you can fix that? Yeah.
I can dispel the magic.
What is the odd that you can fix that if it happens to someone? Would your reversal work on that?
Your reversal works on physical effects, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What about mental?
Mm-hmm. Purely physical. Correct?
I can attempt to dispel the magic in the rooms before we cross them, but I don't have any guarantee that it's going to work.
Fair. Yeah, we don't know how strong you are.
And I don't know about that by trying to dispel them, I'm not just going to set them off. Because that's a possibility as
You
well.
said charmed people can't do hostile things.
Technically, no.
Would they be able to change you thinking I'm not doing a hostile thing, so doing a hostile thing? Is it a loophole?
No, not really. Not for that one.
Roll an intelligence check.
Straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
I was just thinking.
You can too, Arkin.
So how does that work? I just 20 and then
D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, you're not very smart, right?
I'm not very smart either.
13.
No luckies. It's an ability check. It's up to you.
I did get the back after sleep. So. Yeah. I just don't know how much more this stuff we're gonna bump into before. That's better. Is it 15?
15.
I feel like it's worth noting me and Dothamar should have advantage on the
Yeah.
enchantment effect saving throw.
You talking about all of this, you distinctly remember crossing that bridge in the Frostbelt. And the types of effects that a confusing type enchantment can have on it.
That's what I was thinking. So that works. Yeah.
Can have any type of effect from running away, to being stunned in place, to attacking your own teammates.
So if we can,
Great. Good.
I mean, I can try and see what happens.
Right.
If we can fix it, stop it.
I could step into it, but I might end up fireballing.
That's why it might be better for me because like worst I can do is shoot you guys.
And then we fireball you.
Please don't fireball me.
I have a couple spells prepared just in case.
Please
So
don't fireball me.
if he does fireball, I can just try to counterspell it. If anyone's going to pass, it's probably going to be the two of us, unfortunately.
Probably. Problem is, we're both the
So
the class cannons.
ones that can wipe the party
Yeah.
on a whim.
so test.
So one at a time.
I was gonna go first. Like, again because okay, so fuck. Alright. Weapons, bag of holding to doff.
Put it on the opposite hip from the portable hole.
Thank you. There's a few healing spells in there and an ointment you gave me. So you can call that up if you need it. And I'm going to walk to the glyph. Should someone tie a rope to me or something? No.
Yeah. Let's tie a rope to you first.
Belt.
To your belt.
Belt.
Okay. So we're gonna tie a rope to the belt and hand the other end of the rope to Gyan.
Not again. Why are we looking at tied together?
Technically, it'd be safest.
No,
to
we're just
tie-
handing him the end of the rope. We're not telling him to tie it to himself.
I mean, technically, if you might be charmed or something, it'd be safest probably to tie your hands together and then hold that, so you can't try and attack us or harm yourself.
Can I have some honor if I'm gonna die?
Yeah, no, I feel really weird about that.
Like binding my hands and then marching me towards the danger.
Yeah, that's
Good luck. Oh my fucking bait dog.
Yes.
I mean, in this case,
Do you really want the
It's a
answer?
little more of a parakeet.
Wait, what?
but that rhymes with bait.
Okay, so back in the day, like for mines and stuff, parakeets are more
No, I
sensitive.
wasn't saying that. I was saying
Well,
about
canaries,
one of you
too.
guys try using your familiars for this one.
I'm not murdering my familiar.
And I haven't cast a spell.
And my familiar in particular, if this becomes hostile to attack us, we don't want that at all. It's also it's not going to be like a cute little bat or a kitten attacking. It would be-
I would enjoy that.
I know you would.
It'd probably be a fucking owl.
Because all of a sudden you go, all right, let's pull up Elite and our ears and stuff.
Oh, I don't need nor ears and stuff.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Also, we're all fighting a charm copper dragon. No,
Yeah, that's a good point.
so no, my familiar doesn't go through that.
Okay, so
Anyway, so
Tying her up to her
I'm
belt.
fucking leashed and I'm walking towards the glyph.
All right. Walking towards the glyph.
Watch, they all do different things.
Four different kind of
Oh.
cheese.
Good
Real
news.
quick, before you get to the glyph, I'm gonna be like, wait, and then I'm blessing all three of you.
oh,
Okay.
I just get a little pat on the head as I walk by.
Yes.
fit. All right.
All right. Good
So-
to know.
One more time, bless.
D4 to attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
No, just
Just
rolls
attack
the
rolls
saving
and
throws.
No, the
Right. Ability
check
checks are
would be
guidance.
amazing.
That's guidance, yeah. Okay. So, walking towards the glyph,
Yeah.
stepping around it as your foot passes between two of the glyphs.
Yeah.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
You got this, buddy.
And here comes the other one.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
15? I feel like that's not going to be high enough for a necromancer.
As you go to step past the glyph,
Mm-hmm.
you hesitate before putting your foot back down. And suddenly, you don't remember what you were planning on doing. You're not really sure where you're at. At all.
Would we like see her face like go blank or anything?
She's got her back to you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Arkin, are you okay?
You hear people talking. You don't recognize the name that they called.
I'm gonna try to cast Dispel Magic. No, I can't. That's metagame knowledge. I have no idea what's going on.
Do I still have my basic personality and characteristics?
You're
If I'm confused and don't know where I am, I'm going to show myself.
trying to
trapped.
figure out. You don't remember anything.
I'm trying to play honest. Like, am I going to freak out because I'm tied up and I'm going to start?
I mean, if you're looking down at yourself, you see a rope around your waist, and you're standing in a tunnel, but nothing seems familiar, even inside of your own head. You don't remember any family. You don't remember how you got here. You don't remember anything.
Yeah, if this lasts, you won't remember me burning down her home.
Hmm?
I said, if this lasts, you won't remember him burning down your home.
Almost bring it down my house.
You did hear somebody talking to you from behind.
Yeah, I'll turn around.
You don't recognize any of the faces. You don't recognize anything.
Arkin, are you okay?
Who?
Arkin, you.
It's not ringing a bell.
Well, if this isn't looking
Can you come here for just a moment? I think this bag of holding is yours.
It doesn't look familiar.
Except, like, I'm just asking, like, am I playing as like a blank child, or am I playing as the personality of Arkin who would probably run and try and kill these people because I'm trapped?
I mean, you're not necessarily trapped per se,
Tunnel,
but
dark, tied down. As soon as I move, I'm going to feel.
tied with a rope around your waist.
Yeah.
But you have the basic aspects of being an adult human being,
Okay.
but no memories whatsoever.
Pull on the rope.
Would you be afraid of the rope? Would you be afraid of them?
I would say, I would be cautious. If I'm confused, and that's not a safe situation.
Okay.
No, yeah. How tight's the rope? Am I going to see it?
No, it's slack.
No, I wouldn't walk over to you.
Where you're standing on a magical cliff. We just need you to walk back towards us, and I can probably fix this.
Fix what?
Do you remember your name? Oh shit! I can't use that. I can't say that.
Well, no,
You
because she
can.
did say who.
Oh, I can.
You can.
She said
Ooh,
who.
that's right. You don't remember your name. You don't remember. Do you remember any of us? I can fix that. I can try to. I just need you to walk back over this way.
How can I trust you?
You can see the glyph that she's standing on is
Mhm.
slowly getting brighter.
I'm gonna hand my staff over to Gyatso to hold on to.
Taking the staff with one hand, holding the rope with the other.
No, drop the rope.
Dropping the rope with the other.
Just don't move away from me. I'm unarmed. Out of all of us here, do I really look like the most physically imposing?
No, not really.
That's fair. I mean, do I have enough to tell, like,
You can, with the skill that you yourself have built up through years, through being a rogue, you would be able to look at each person and evaluate physically how intimidating they are.
Okay, sure. I'll hesitantly walk towards him.
Okay. I'd like to try to cast Dispel Magic.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Before you go ahead and roll on that, give me 1 second.
Does
Double
bless count?
check.
Does bless count towards this, or is that just like specific attack rolls?
It's just attack rolls and saving throws.
And dispel doesn't count for like an attack roll.
No. I basically have to beat. I have to beat the spell's level plus 10.
I was gonna say honestly, like I'm surprised you guys didn't try and like bait me over it and walk
Okay.
back and see if I could just knock out all 4 of them. I'm already cursed.
The level you're casting at.
What did you say? What you want so bad? Yeah, let's get back your ass.
Is it okay to give her a piece to eat 13, George?
Oh, a small piece. And make sure that she knows that it didn't come. Like, try to
She
keep it.
already tried to eat the bag.
She already tried to eat in the bag. Just like keep it away from where the bag is, so she doesn't associate the bag with the taste.
Dum dum. You walk right past the tree.
4th level spell slot.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Shit, I still need to roll.
How's it's gonna affect
That's
Umbra?
not great.
What's that?
How's this affecting Umbra? I mean, I know
You
I won't know,
have
but
no. You have no clue.
there's no sense of like blankness extra
Help
screaming in my head.
You no longer recall, like, you yourself don't have the ability to
I know-
reach
I
into.
know Arkansas
Ah!
no longer exists.
Oh fuck!
You motherfucker, I'm dead.
Can I lucky his roll?
No.
6.
As you try to dispel the magic, allowing the magical energy to wash over Arkin. Arkin, you still don't remember anything.
I'll take physics exams. She kidding me? Goodness.
Yeah, she's a. Oh shit.
Now you fucking peanuts. If I do peanuts, funny.
I'd like to try to cast it again at 3rd level. I feel like it didn't work.
You would be able to see that there was no change to her face. There was no recognition.
I'm casting it again at 3rd level.
So, hear me out. You guys just talk me into walking through it a few more times to see what happens.
Probably could just do the same thing.
But I'm saying, like, I can set off all 4 of them. And
Oh,
then,
yeah,
and then we
well.
walk through it, and then we try to get rid of the spell.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
That's a good
like, I'm
point.
already fucked up. Like,
Would you do that?
Fuck me up,
if they
man.
can find a way to bait me, that's what I said. They have to find a way. I said they had to find a way. I'm not going to do that for them. They have to find a way to walk
Anything
me
we
back
can
and
attach
forth.
to this rope that'll force her through there.
We're not trying to force her to do nothing. We're trying to convince her to.
Could just every part of the spell would be to like do a loop or something.
And she would. Shit.
Yeah, I
All
know
right.
it's magic shit.
I know. So what we need you to do now,
Mhm.
I understand you probably still don't remember anything.
Mhm.
We need you to walk back through.
Just walk that way.
Yeah, just walk right back through where you walked before.
Does she have to do it backwards?
Looking over
No.
towards where the glyphs are,
Mm-hmm.
the one that she had set off
Mm-hmm.
is back to the same strength of glow as the other ones.
Okay. Gang gang.
As she turns around and starts walking back, I'm gonna grab my staff from Gyatso, and then I'm gonna hold on to his shoulder for just a second
Okay.
while we're waiting for her to cross. I'm not gonna give any kind of verbal components, but when I do what I'm gonna do, you better fucking do your shit quick.
Okay.
Do I get any sense of this? Like everyone seems pretty still concerned and honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll keep walking.
You, as being a rogue for this whole entire time, you have an innate sense of reading people and their characters and their postures and everything else. And so far, nobody has been deceptive.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll walk back from where I came.
All right. All right. Walking back through, as your foot passes through the glyph, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Let's try this one.
You still get a D4.
Am I still blessed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I still blessed?
Yeah.
Now the next question. Well, do I still have my lucky abilities?
You do.
I told
That
you
is
not
an
to order.
inherent part of who
I'm
you
just
are.
making sure.
Yes.
I'm not lucky that was before. I'm down to one more lucky. Guys. Got 20 plus 3 plus 2.
25.
25.
You feel something try to tug at your mind. But walking through the glyph, nothing affects you. You just walk through the glyph.
She walks through the glyph to the other side?
Yep.
Cool.
She's now about 5-10 feet on the other side.
We're going to I'm going to grab dumbass and dimension door to the other side where she's standing.
Okay.
I want to face step after them.
Okay. So you watch.
First fucking place. God damn.
Where do you appear?
I want to appear. If she's just on the other side, so let's do this 5 foot squares. 5 foot square where the glyph is. This is where she's at.
She's about 10 foot, so there's a 5 foot square in between the glyph and her right now.
Okay, cool. Then
Next one.
right next to her. Just right next to her.
Okay. Art.
Just on the other side of her, I guess.
Okay. As you start to think about turning around to look at the people who were behind you, you hear 2 soft whoops of air on either side of you as the strange figures appear on either side of you.
I don't know what you were trying to do. I felt something, but
Okay.
It's a
I'm
story.
going to try to cast Dispel Magic again.
Okay.
Third level spells. That's all we get left.
All right.
we agreed that was the easiest to fight.
Yeah. This is true. I don't add anything to this, right?
Just your intelligence modifier.
Fuck me, I could have had my intelligence to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It still wouldn't have made a
Yeah.
much of a difference
16
from last
this
one.
time.
16.
You motherfucker.
It wouldn't have made a difference. It was 11 last time.
It would have been 11 total.
Last time, yeah.
Yeah.
This one's 16.
11 would have failed. As he puts his hands out and the magic washes over you, a flood of memories come back to join the memories that you've accumulated since then. Remembering the feelings of not recalling who any of these people were, added to that all of your previous life experiences. You are Arkin.
You okay, Arkin?
Yeah, alright.
Arkin's back.
Not so sure that's a smart move on y'all's part.
Probably not the smartest, but we'll figure it out as we go.
Well, I-
Appreciated.
What I'm worried about now is how the fuck we're gonna get back.
You also remember Donmar still has your bag full. Wrong side.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
I'll put it in the hole for a second.
No. Here, take your bag of holding.
Thanks. And we'll get weapons back out.
Wait,
Situated.
Okay.
I didn't lose attunements or anything, correct?
What's that?
I think it's a very good
Everything's
idea.
As it was.
Yes.
I didn't lose it.
Yeah, I know you don't know how it works, which is why you should leave thinking to those who are better at it.
I mean,
Why
it's just
ask
to be
you
in the
how it
honeymoon
works?
phase. You already bickering?
Okay. So,
Don't show up to a battle of wits unarmed.
to be completely honest, he's actually far more wise than you are.
I said wits, not wisdom.
Wits is wisdom.
Yeah.
Intelligence is intelligence.
Now your intelligence is failed.
No, my wisdom is fake.
All right. So, what are you guys doing?
Same basic plan, I guess.
We'll head further down the hall until we come across another one of these sets of rooms.
Same set of plans, I guess. 30 feet scout for magic, 30 feet scout for physical.
Yeah.
All right.
Piggyback along.
Let's go ahead and get investigation check. And you're just basically just scanning for
I'm just
magic.
looking.
Okay.
I mean, I got magic sight,
Yeah.
but I'm just looking.
I came out with these fucking dice today. 17.
17.
If I roll another goddamn 9.
All right. Continuing forward, slow, careful pace. At the 200-foot mark from the last set of glyphs, Gothamar, you can see another set of glyphs.
How long has it been since we last rested?
Probably about 3 hours.
I'm mentally drained.
Same.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't jump this one unless we at least take a shorty.
Yeah, I was about to say I need a short rest as well.
Can you tell what kind are close there?
As we get closer, I'd like to try to see what kind of list they are.
This one is evocation magic.
Oh, great! This one is boom. Big boom.
I can handle boom.
Nail boom.
Boom is better than this mental magic fuckery.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let me take a quick rest so I can, get some of my energy back, and then we should all be able to be good to go on this one.
I forget, how short rest work with HP?
You get to spend hit dice. In other words, however many hit dice you have, you get to roll those, add your constitution modifier to it, and you heal that.
Constitution to each dice?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't do that last time we did a short rest.
Good to know. Oops.
So are we all doing a short rest for you?
Yeah, we're gonna do a short rest. I'm recovering a 4th level spell slot.
Anyone have 6
Okay.
D8 psychic?
You need how many d8s?
6.
I got 2.
You don't have to spend them all at the same time.
Oh.
I mean, you can roll up until you don't feel like rolling anymore.
Okay,
So
let
if
me
you
do
reach a
these.
certain height, like a certain hit point threshold, and you feel you don't need any extra, then you can just not roll anymore.
Let me do these 4 first then.
Reroll that.
6, 1 is 7, plus 7, 14, 1 is 15, and then 4, so 19.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take 19.
And then if you want more and you said it's not enough, you can always just spend more.
Yeah,
For a pencil?
yeah.
What happened to your pencil?
That's what I'm looking for. I found it.
You had a different one just a minute ago.
No,
Didn't
it's
you?
the one
No?
I've used like the whole game.
I thought you had a green one.
When we first started,
Yeah.
like in the first couple minutes, and I traded after this one.
Okay, gotcha.
This is the one I sharpened and everything.
It's a chance to grab the dice that I dropped.
2 d8s. I'm all right back up to 4 below my mouse.
I said 19,
I got lucky.
48.
7.
All right, I'm over half.
Not as bad as you were, not as worse as you could be. Got it.
Yeah, so I could take about a hit from like a necromantic spell.
This one's not necromantic.
I just need in general.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
This one's
hopefully,
gonna be like
this one's
fireball.
just boom and dodge,
I mean, with how
and then we
James
take half damage.
I can hope.
I said we're hoping. We don't
Right.
know.
Well,
We're
I mean-
experimenting. But the Dexy dodgy ones might want to take these.
Well, I feel like you've done enough, and so after we're done with the short rest, are you good to? Whoop?
Yep.
Cool.
Probably
Gatsa,
skip
we'll
this
see
one.
you on the other side, and
Yep.
I'll put my hand on Arkin, and we're gonna dimension towards the other side.
Okay.
Alright, you guys move. You
You're
said
just
this one-
dimension dooring on the other side of these glyphs?
Yeah, I want there to be at least 15 feet between where I land and where the glyphs are.
That's easy enough. No problem. You can see within that distance.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up till I'm within about 5 feet of the glyphs, and then move 30 feet down the tunnel.
No problem. You end up about 10 feet further up than Baltimore and Arkin.
You said this one goes boom. Do you feel like you're at a safe enough distance before I walk?
I'm gonna move like
Yeah.
another 5 to 10
Yeah,
feet.
our
Same.
name dies, so we could catch up to R.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
we're
once,
gonna move up to R.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once they're over there, I'll walk through.
All right.
Just gonna walk through.
Thinking. Yeah, I'll go out for a few seconds.
Bell.
Yeah, I'm activating the belt so I can get that advantage.
Okay.
Hopefully it's safe.
Double your movement speed. You're just walking through the glyphs.
Run. Why walk?
Okay.
Why walk? Why walk?
Yeah.
So, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Am I still blessed?
Not at this
No.
point.
Okay.
Fell on the
It
floor.
almost freaking stopped.
Eat it, Ushi.
Well, luckily that didn't count.
Was it a 1?
Eat
It
it.
was a 9.
Hey! Number of the fucking day.
Thank you, advantage. Thank you, advantage. So,
14.
14 plus my dex is 5. 19. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a saving throw.
Plus your proficiency.
22.
22.
Mm.
All right.
Plus evasion.
As your foot passes the glyph,
Plus evasion. Plus evasion.
it's almost like one of the Mission Impossible movies. You watch as the glyph below you just fractures in this explosion that starts to reach up into the tunnel,
Oh, that's cool.
hauling ass past it. You jump over where the fractured ground is, running footsteps over them. You watch as it fractures the side of the wall, as the whole entire wall starts to tumble down. Because you were walking, did you make a second dexterity saving throw?
Shit.
I told you, run, dash, run, dash.
Oh.
You're fast. You have extra-
Fast as fuck,
Oh.
boy.
I didn't think you really.
It
Advantage.
doesn't really matter.
Thank God for it. Fuck. That's 13.
That
That's
wasn't
lucky.
enough.
Lucky?
Actually, yeah, lucky. So I forgot. For some reason, when I use advantage, it makes me think I can't lucky it as well. I don't
You can lucky
fucking
it.
know why.
But you gotta take the lucky, whatever
Oh,
the roll is.
I rolled a 4 and then a 5. Okay, this
There's
lucky
always
rolls
a
a
one.
6.
Come on.
There's always a one.
Come on, don't make me a pick up.
You got a 6.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For a total of? For a total of?
14. I
14?
literally rolled a 4, then a 5, then a 6. In that order. That is
You
the
take.
Cooper curse.
You take.
Plus evasion.
So remember when someone tells you to take advantage of the speed and run, and you say it doesn't make a difference?
Yeah,
Obviously
I'm
it does.
realizing this now. I'm realizing
With
this now.
evasion,
I'm remembering
you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
this.
As you just weren't quite slow, or you just weren't quite fast enough as the avalanche of rocks comes over, pelting you across the knees and lower calves.
You're
So
like
we
one of
see
the 20s
Dumbfuck
now?
come off the other side of that.
You watch as he nonchalantly walks over the glyph, still significantly faster than you would have expected. but nonchalantly walking past the glyph. And you can see the explosion happening all around him as he just carefree just continues to walk before a number of rocks come down off the side all at once and take him out at the across the ankles and the calves and the kneecaps before
He's able
Like
to.
a goddamn Cooper.
Oh yeah.
are you continuing forward, I'm assuming?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a fucking Cooper. That's perfect.
As he stumbles forward,
Oh my god. This
finally catching his footing, and the blink of an eye, you watch as he moves from deep in the explosion to right up beside you guys.
How long
As you watch, as the whole rest of the wall and part of the ceiling collapses down into a
God
very familiar avalanche.
damn. God
Damn, look at that.
damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
Identical to the one that you came across the very first time you went through.
Huh.
Look at them and go, don't ask about that, please.
No, you're still. You got 6 seconds of stupid
I know
coming
we're
up.
I
asking
know.
about that.
You got 6 seconds of stupid coming up.
Identical in pattern, or it looks like placement
See
is.
if I can get a second.
I mean, the way that the wall's broken, the way that the avalanche came to a rest, it's. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell exact placement of rocks, but it's the exact same style. Like the way that everything broke and fell down, it's the same way that the first avalanche was.
So
Cool.
someone
I'm
else-
gonna guess that this has happened before,
So someone else tried coming
and that would
through
also make
here.
sense. So if someone set off one, but there's still 3 others set in the wall. When we walked through, we had the exploding rocks,
Someone might have gone ahead of us.
and set off one, but there's 3 others.
So they found a way around it, or they got killed by that avalanche in the first one.
Yeah, we might have crawled over the corpse.
Probably.
And stuff.
Well, I mean, did any of us like smell like rotting flesh or anything when we went over the avalanche?
It looked
No.
old. It looked old.
It looked very old.
Yeah, there's no signs of like living anything, sort of like rotten smell or stuff.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Oh,
Well, you're taking a nap. 6-second nap.
that's quite.
Guess we're just going forward still once he wakes up.
Yeah, again, just the same pattern. 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet.
I can't do that again. We get short rest again, but I don't get it back. I can only do that once for long rest.
Yep.
That was the only one I got.
Well, we
I
can
can do.
we keep going till we hit something that we feel like we need magic, and then call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what we'll have to do.
Did I use the belt before we took that long rest before or after? Not the short rest.
You used the belt
Before.
for the first,
Okay, before.
and then
Yeah.
we went back.
Okay. I
Yeah,
was about to say,
You
I'm
used
like,
You used the belt on the first avalanche.
Okay.
You haven't used it until just now.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm like,
so both the explosions parts you used it. And there's an advantage. There's a long rest in between.
so this is
All
the
right.
avalanche.
Continuing forward, same pattern.
Yep, 30, 30,
Yeah.
30.
Still looking for physical traps.
Physical traps.
Still looking for
magical.
magical traps.
Okay. Investigation check, please.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be annoying.
So what did they do when you walked in? They just walked in the emergency room? and they, like,
19
for
plus 8,
COVID?
27.
No. I went.
27?
Yes.
Finally.
All right.
Scheduled an emergency
You can feel very confident
tennis court.
that there are no physical traps in this section of tunnel.
Okay.
As you all move forward, at the 200-foot mark, you see in your magical vision another set of glyphs.
Worst
Magic
tunnel
are these?
ever.
What kind of magic are these emanating?
Taking a second to focus a little bit further on them. These are emanating a conjuration magic.
Conjuration. Fuck. I don't. How much time has passed since we've long rested?
You're probably just coming up on 3.5, almost 4 hours, not quite.
Is there like a forgotten realm version of Benadryl?
I mean, I can summon a giant hammer and whack him on the head for you.
Yeah, that's not gonna help. Yeah, well, it's a bad joke. So
Conjuration. That's like animal summoning, I think.
animal summoning or
Free
elementals.
Margaritas?
Purple worm summoning.
Nothing. You know, like this doesn't
Margaritas.
This doesn't have the kind of flavor a margarita tunnel would have.
Are you licking the tunnel? Is that why you're using bad rolls?
Does it taste
Are
like
you?
does it taste like a salted rim?
If they sweat it enough, sure.
Oh.
Oh, what are you talking about now?
What do you think she's talking about?
Now I'm just really confused.
Good.
I thought she was talking about a mixed drink.
Ruin him. Ruin him.
It is. This mixed drink is called swamp
Hey,
ass.
you ever heard of tossing the salad?
It's an extra special secret tunnel. Not so
Secret
tunnel.
tunnel.
I actually want to create a drink now called swamp ass. Just for no other reason than to call it swamp
I'm
ass.
sure there's some hillbilly bar in Florida that's got it.
Probably.
My ass
And it's
hurts
probably
just
made
thinking
with
of that.
real sweat from the bartender.
Yeah, but like you would need something like espresso mixed with like pickle juice or something.
No. It's got to be a cream based pickle juice and curdles.
Yeah.
Oh God, y'all are just poor Daniel.
Okay, that's a nice guess is going.
Nope.
I didn't even realize.
It's just
now.
what is it? It's a instant coffee mix with heavy
You
cream.
gotta get
Fuck
what is
you.
it? Like the whale byproduct that makes like the musk. It's not. It's
Ambergris.
Ambergris. Yeah.
So that way you get the musky,
Ooh.
What?
and then
Oh,
like right on top, like you crush it
Yeah,
right before they
yeah.
pour it
You're not
over.
I like where you're going with this one. But we
Because
need to do
all,
it.
you got all the senses.
I'm not
you
trying
gotta
to
get
pay
all the
attention.
senses.
We need to do it.
I'm trying to hard.
Okay, so- What are you guys doing?
We'll send it to you.
Well, thank you.
Y'all want to tackle this or no?
Okay, so
We
talk,
could try walking through it, but it's probably going to summon a lot of shit to come after us.
talk to me like a
I
five.
don't have to walk through it. I can't take anyone with me, but I can still skip this.
I can't.
So
skip
then
it.
you get to fight it.
Nope.
That's what
I
that
might be
means.
able to take someone else with me if I
Even-
check my stuff.
We're doing this basically every 200 feet.
I
Well,
mean, wait.
Misty
How
Step,
far
you can't
can-
take somebody with you.
you can't even if you upcast it.
No.
Nope.
So you two could miss
Oh,
step
that's silly.
and get on the other
You
side
could
of
at least
it.
had two if
Again,
you
missed
skipping
step.
close
I got
to
one
this.
per short rest.
Fuck me, okay.
It's 500 feet.
Yeah.
I don't have magic circle anymore. Otherwise, I would just cast
Would it
magic
con-
circle and trap
When we
them.
say
I was
conjure-
waiting for somebody to catch on to that.
What the?
Yeah. No, he made it clear. So
What?
I could have skipped at least a couple of these.
Yeah.
I could have skipped 4 of them. So. Yeah, no, trust me, no one's more bad about that than I am.
Since the guy with full health, you're the one mad at. You have full health.
It must be even more upsetting that I'm the one that caught it.
Yeah. No, I knew it. I just wasn't going to say it out loud because I didn't want
Fucking
everyone to
Arcana
hate
next
me,
time.
asshole.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Still trying to figure that out.
Building a tent.
So
Hanging out?
Would
Yeah, what would happen if you put minions on top of it?
we're just
It's
gonna
gonna
sit here
take
for
way
like
too long.
18 hours?
Oh wait, no, it's centered on. No.
We'll take a very long vacation every 18 hours. Could it conjure anything other than animals?
Yes. Elementals.
We've dealt with those.
Yeah, never very well.
I don't know. I made a friend.
Roll an Arcana check.
I have no idea.
Jesus Christ.
17.
17 total.
Thank God for your high Arcana.
This could conjure literally anything.
Literally anything.
So we could just end up with like 4 dragons, 4 beholders,
Four Tarasks.
Oh,
4 random necromancers.
even worse. It could be something like, say, the spell Summon Favor. It's like, oh yeah, now you have 16 pixies per rune to deal with. So enjoy your 40.
Or just like a
5
court of
pixies.
say. It just pull the entire
16?
court.
Yes.
That's 64.
54.
64.
CR18.
Or,
Bringing a lot of them.
Or,
James was just like, good to know.
No,
You just see
I knew what this was
I like
the
when
whole entire time.
I like when the screen glows, like you're starting to look something up. And you just
Oh,
look,
no.
oh, all of a sudden you see.
Oh no.
You guys tell me what you want to do.
All right. So here's my
mean-
working plan. I
Please tell me
Well-
it's not what I'm thinking.
I could double rain radius.
I don't know what
spirit
you're thinking.
guardians. We
But it
could
can't
all
be worse
rush
than what I'm
through.
thinking.
Now we have a bunch of shit to deal with, but it's all moving at half speed. So we run away and use the
that's
spirit
scary.
guardians to full effect.
Will
'Cause it
will
can't
it
catch us.
chase us at least? Because we tend to be hitting these 200 feet. I hate to
Yeah.
assume because I always wait for him to screw us up with a pattern, but at this point we can assume 200 feet.
Probably, yeah.
They
Which,
will chase us 200 feet.
200
Now,
feet's not that far.
what's the odd that we'll hit something again that'll kill them if it passes through?
hey, that's an option.
I mean, we step on it, run over
Well,
to the other ruin.
We'd
and
have to
let
be
it go
way
there.
fucking ahead of them though,
Yes,
because it takes them 3 rounds, 2 or 3 rounds to recharge.
Cast the thing, dash, barrel down 200 feet. Just hopefully you can scan. How long does it take you to magic sight?
Magic sight, just magic sight.
How long does it take to tell what type of magic it is?
Oh, it takes at least like 6 to 12 seconds? Or a couple
18
minutes?
seconds.
18 seconds.
What are the odds?
Three rounds technically, so 18
3 rounds.
seconds.
So do we think he could warn us what we're going to run through the second time, and hopefully something that wouldn't directly kill us but might slow down what's chasing us?
I mean, if he keeps
Nice.
track of the
Good
distance
shot.
we've traveled, probably.
Well, hopefully he's running with the magic side because he can still see. You just see glowing objects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see glowing things.
And then R's the one with the spell cast. Yeah, he's seen most of the party.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing I can do because otherwise it's
Yeah, no.
every 18 hours we're just going to have camp for 18 hours. Like at that point, I'm going to start tossing someone across the fucking cliff. Like,
It's either going to take forever to do it slow, or we do it fast and reckless and hope for the best outcome.
Fast and reckless.
R and I
Okay.
say,
Fast and
R and I
reckless.
say just eat.
Okay.
All right.
Fine,
Well,
fuck it.
before I
And
cast
just hope that all of you don't get hit by the memory wipe.
Fuck you.
Once again, I'm asking that the magic seeking missile thing can look ahead and tell us what we're about to run through the second time, and hope to God it's more like a big boom or something and not a memory wipe. Because there's a memory wipe, or it looks like it's that type of magic, we're going to have to turn around and eat whatever's chasing us. Anyway.
Yeah.
Whatever's chasing us is going to have to eat a big ass fucking spell.
Yeah,
Well,
I still have
spells.
plenty of fuck that entire area spells, so.
Same.
If these glyphs are just, could we destroy the glyphs at all?
All right, that's
I-
what he said it might just release the magic.
Oh, that's right. I was like, you just.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
want to investigate them and check them out? See?
I don't want to get close enough to do that, and then we still have to experiment and try it. So
I mean, you were already close enough to the ones where,
Oh, wait.
which was the necromantic ones, were the ones that you had actually gotten close enough to actually like investigate check.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. Just letting you know there's options.
yeah, I mean, we could only technically probably destroy one. I was thinking like,
I would only be able
Ram's
to get to
headed.
one. I don't know if they were cast as a set or cast individually.
I was
Well-
thinking if you physically destroyed the environment it's in.
Well,
Only one.
if I was to take a long rest, I could use Stone Shape to literally rip one of the runes out of the ground, but.
I could do the same.
But then I'm still worried, like, is it a physically placed? So it's like if you put it on a rock, it's on the rock, or is it just in the area no matter what?
Man, that's a good question.
Because honestly, that would be pretty fucking cool if I could find some way to put that, like, necromancer spell wrapped up in a fucking bag and put it in my bag.
You
Throw
know,
it at someone.
that raises a couple of good questions as far as like arcane glyph goes. Because the spell itself cannot be moved more than 10 feet away from where it was cast.
Aww.
With a warning.
However, if it's put into an extra dimensional space, it's up to DM's discretion.
I know you'll say you can try, so I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah, my job just gets easier by the day.
Right?
But if you,
He's like, I don't even have to say shit anymore.
If I can get my hands on some like bricks with
Hey, whenever
vision
these go off, have I
spells,
noticed any sounds
or
coming from
necromancy
them?
spells,
Like any
I don't have to cast
verbal
magic. I can
components,
just
for
bury
lack of
those
a
like
better
in
word?
the
No.
doorways of my
No.
fucking house.
It's just a thing. The only ones that
I
really
love
that.
that.
You heard any sound coming from were the
Okay.
explosion ones,
How
navigation ones.
large are the granite blocks? Or the stones?
She's still on the mind that she wants one now.
It's a perfectly smooth tunnel. There are no granite blocks. It's literally a perfectly.
I want to line my doorways with necromancer spells and confusion charm.
So are we moving through this room just running
Okay, so
through?
you're gonna cast some spell,
Spiritual guardians.
Yeah, spirit guardians.
and then we bolt.
You guys okay with it if I try something? I'll explain. I want to
Explain
try and,
before.
of course, I want to try and drive something into the ground.
No.
No. And so that we can try and see if we can try and get like in the center of these guys without activating them. Like,
No.
center of the tunnel, no activation range.
Now the next question here would be: so he said the way he's phrased stuff before is we walk in between them. So are they creating a grid? And if we destroy one, can we make a safe passage?
You know, that's a good
Even if we
point.
can only destroy one.
That's a good point. We've always walked in between them. We've never actually stepped on them. I wonder if that'll make a difference.
But there's four, so no matter how we do, there's going to be a chain, unless we like take like say the side one
I'm
out
gonna still
and
go.
try and skirt.
I'm still gonna go off the idea that they're proximity based. It doesn't matter where we go, as long as we get near them, they're still gonna go off.
Probably.
But what's the proximity? Let's say we destroy like the one on the wall, and that gives us like 20 feet of clearance. Because we can get close enough to investigate it. So what's the proximity?
The proximity is like right over it, regardless of where that over might be.
But if we're not over this thing, so like it's like,
So, like-
if it builds a cross, if we remove this section of the cross. will
Yeah,
we
no,
have-
but you still have 3 other sections, regardless.
But
So
we're not
like, and that's what I'm trying to say. If you put a box and you suspend a bead in the middle of that box, you remove a wall from that box. That bead still has 3 faces that it has to deal with, right? To where it's close to. That's basically what I'm hearing you guys say. Regardless of which, it's still equidistant away from those 3 remaining walls.
She's talking about taking out this guy though and trying to
Yeah,
move
that's
like
like-
right here.
that- Yeah, still, regardless to that, you're still going to be close to the other 2, top and bottom.
But I'm still wondering if crossing through that connection is what's doing it, because we can get close enough, basically to stand on, nearly on top of it to investigate it without triggering it.
Right.
Then it might not be like if we can give ourselves a 10 feet clearance without. Like, I'm something almost like a conductivity, because the way he phrases it sometimes, it's like.
Well, we also haven't tried jumping over it, so let's we can.
I don't think it's the physical touching of it. Like I feel like if you even like you put your hand over it, but you're making that connection between.
You're activating the circuit. You are fulfilling the terms of the spell for it to be activated.
Right. So we destroy just one, preferably one of the side spells. If the theory is correct.
I'm casting a whole bunch of
While
casting a
they're
whole bunch of
figuring
doubt
this
on this one.
I'm gonna
Because-
just try turning light on and off and seeing if I can see any difference in rooms.
Deactivating your light spell. No changes. Nothing glows. Nothing changes. There's no difference in texture or
Has
anything
anyone
like
been
that.
checking for the fucking eye?
His magic vision still they show the same way that they had before. Turning it back on, same thing.
Okay. Oh, I feel like
So-
it's worth noting. Whenever we do this, we're going to be doing it in the dark.
Why?
We won't have concentration for light.
Shit.
It's only
Okay,
on
I'm
spirit
good to know.
guardian.
So long grab a hold of the halfway.
I thought you had.
You
picked
still
dark
got-
vision.
No, he took the dark vision off to put the bracers on. That's what we talked about at the beginning, remember?
No.
Well, that requires concentration. Would holding a torch in my hand decrease my speed at all?
No.
Changes
Pick
how you
up a-
attack.
If it does summon something, I'll just.
It's a free action to drop a torch. So
How will that affect the light, though?
it would still have a radius around the torch where it's sitting, at least for a while, unless you drop it in the water, in which case it'll go out.
And we're still like a couple inches of water.
It's still just over an inch. You haven't done a whole lot of travel since the avalanche, so it's just over an inch of water at this point.
Once he drops his light, I'll take out a torch, light it, and I'll be sure that if I do drop it, I'll drop it perpendicular to the water so it doesn't fall in.
Okay. We'll roll a die at the time and see what works.
Stay the hand or something like that.
So what you guys doing?
You guys just want to try and run?
Want to attempt it?
Yeah,
You gonna
let's go.
attempt it? All right. So I want to have y'all like come up with me to where about 5 feet away from the runes. Once we're there, I'm going to activate Spirit Guardians, and then we're just going to fucking book it.
I'm gonna Misty Step over it.
This is a double radius Spirit Guardians.
Why? Because they're going to trigger it.
It's gonna trigger only 3 for the 3 of you guys. I'm still operating off the. Give me another. I need another pencil.
It's not exactly center for any of these things. Okay, it is exactly.
He said exactly midpoint.
Yeah, no. And what I'm saying is, it's not exactly center for any of these things, right? They don't have a finite stopping point other than the next room.
Right.
So skipping them entirely is the only way to keep them from deactivating, right? Even if we go and we knock out one of the sides, we still have a full surface area of 5 feet. That's how big they are. They occupy 5 foot by 5 foot square. The runes.
What do you mean?
18 inches.
Oh, yeah, it's 18 inches, but
18
effectively
inches.
you can call it a 5 foot. Yeah, I mean,
Right. So they still occupy that area, that surface area going down, right, and up and to the side, but not just as beams, as full on in this area.
I know, but we also know the proximity that
Right,
they
that's-
operate under. Like that, I've said they're still a risk. I'm not saying it's a 100% thing.
Gotcha.
It's obviously not 100%. I'm just hoping that the proximity between the top and bottom one
Mhm.
is not enough to trigger if we sneak to the side of the one. But again, we're just going to bolt, so
Yeah, I'm still Misty Stepping over it. One less that we have to worry about.
how many times can you miss this stuff?
I can do it 2 more times.
Arkin,
Okay.
insight check, Dothamar Arcana check.
Little ones. This be good. Oh, thank fucking God. 19, 20, 24 mod.
24 mod as well.
Okay. You distinctly remember when running over the
I think it was the necrotic one where Paul ran over.
hold on, I may have made a mistake on that one. No two people have ran over. So yes, you guys did. That one was the necromancy one.
Mhm.
Dothamar wouldn't remember that.
Nope.
Uh-huh.
But Arkin would definitely have remembered that one. Painfully aware. You all ran through effectively the same quadrant, and all glyphs activated,
Okay.
even running through the same quadrant. I thought I remembered that you all had ran through
Yeah.
one of them.
Not everyone
Not everyone's
kept their damage.
Correct. So yeah, you would have remembered that you all ran through the same quadrant. So even after that glyph had already been activated by R, all of you
They
ran
also
through it.
triggered.
It triggered all of them sequentially
Okay.
for each of you.
Cool.
Mhm.
Great. Let's just run.
So you're all running through.
How fast can you
Yep.
run?
Misty Step.
You're misty stepping.
Yep.
All right. I need 3 dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I'll take those. Hopefully.
Lucky.
Unfortunate. try to.
Ah.
Okay. Literally rolled a 2 and a 20.
Evasion.
Oh, wait, let me.
Could have rolled much worse on this one.
Unfortunate. I know. I just wanted to be like, I just wanted to be absolutely certain because I'm just like,
No, I'm not. I'm like.
well, I know you weren't arguing with me, but like,
There's really no skills.
I don't know whoever wants success for his creations. I think it's
yeah, no, and it's better to question everything, beforehand.
problem is most of the theories require testing. So
Yeah, I mean, we did test it. We tested it in the first one. We just didn't know that we were testing. Fun stuff.
I still feel like we can't just actually destroy the spell.
It takes too much time, too much risk at this point.
Yeah.
Fucking nat 20 this one. I'm mad.
After rolling a 2.
Yeah, and burning a lucky. Yeah, you
Yeah.
deserve your nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I rolled 3, so I got 8 in total.
Oh no!
You take
Goodbye, Daniel.
30 points of slashing damage as a number of
If you say
phantasmal spinning blades start shooting from the glyph in all directions, effectively creating a field of blades in front of you.
Field.
Wait, who was the first one through?
Probably.
I'm the fastest, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
What was yours?
Natural 28.
28. You take no damage from the first set, so hold off on that one.
mod 20.
Mod 20. You
With
pass
evasion?
through with evasion, no damage.
But don't you have like your little helper buddies? So I thought you cast like.
Cast the Spirit Guardians. They do damage and they slow enemies. I was expecting this to summon something.
I mean, technically,
Yeah.
Technically, it did.
As you pass through, the blades start shooting out in a field of blades, passing through them untouched. Arkin, passing through as the second glyph activates. More blades join the field. Somehow, you manage to pass through without effect.
Wait.
Don't fucking count.
Okay, I need to check this. No, is it-
R,
oh, that's-
As you pass through, and a third field of blades activates, you take
Damn it.
90 points of damage.
what?
Slashing
Instantly
damage.
down.
Reverse immediately. Oh, that's the only time I can do it, but he's also the only one that can bring people back up, so I have to.
So let's see how much Doc takes.
He's
Dothrmar.
He's fine.
Misty stepped.
Oh, that's right.
Misty step, yeah. But yeah, I have to bring him back up. He's the only one that can
That's
bring
fine.
other people.
As-
That's the only person you're worried about.
Gyatso
I would wait a few seconds.
reverses time.
I would wait a few seconds for the blades to pass by.
How long are you waiting? You only have 6 seconds.
I would wait 4 seconds.
3.
As Gyatso reverses time, and you feel the wounds close as you stand back up on the other side of the blades.
The other side, as in the side we were heading towards, or the other side where we started?
The other
Take
side where
on
you
through
started.
to the other side.
Fuck.
That just means one more chance to roll, baby. Come on. Do it to him. There's one more. Good thing someone missed these steps, so there's still one glitch to set off.
So I'll
I
wait
would've died regardless.
until the Field of Blades is gone.
Wait,
before-
No, don't.
Wait,
Are
wait,
there
wait,
still
wait,
3 of
wait.
Okay, so the
Wait.
3 like
Do you
aren't
think?
glowing.
Okay.
As the blades are still spinning in front of you all,
Fuck. Do we see the glyphs restarting? Are they lighting up
That-
already?
I would be the only one who could see it.
Okay. If I have a, I can
As-
dodge these. I need to know if I'm running through to trigger this and get a better chance at surviving than he is.
Then go now.
as the blades are still spinning in front of you, what are you doing?
If you're gonna do it now.
I'm going to come through. You
Okay.
stay on that side.
Okay.
I'm going to try and run through again.
Okay.
I'd only bring you back up once.
Activating the fourth glyph as even more blades start spinning through.
How many disadvantages do you?
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Please. I can't
Well, that
give
one's
him
a lot better.
anything.
18 this time.
18.
But with all the spinning blades.
You think that you're going to make it through unscathed. But as you put your last foot down with the full half of your body still in it, you're just not quite fast enough. As you take 120 points of slashing damage.
I'm at negative.
0, 0, 0, 0,
You're just a 0-0.
0, 0.
I don't know. I'm at negative a lot. 8
Negative
more
a
points
lot.
of damage and I would be insta dead.
Hmm?
I said 8 more points of damage and I would insta die.
What's insta die?
Insta
Insta
die
die
means
is
you
you
don't
wasn't a
have death
character.
saves. You just fucking
How do
die.
you manage to get that honor?
As he falls forward, the whole entire front of him seems fine. He made it part way through. And as he hits the ground, you just see the whole entire back of him is just shredded. From the back of his head to the bottom of his feet. It's just
Yeah.
shredded.
Go
We're
with
gonna pull
Dawson
his
pulling
body
you through.
forward.
Yeah, we're gonna pull him forward.
Use the ointment.
I was gonna use my healer's kit to bring him to 0, but
Okay, that works too.
Okay. In forever, I don't remember.
I know. I
Is
know
it,
that's what I was pulling up too.
yeah. I don't remember the exact mechanics on it. It's been forever.
As an action, you can expand one use of the kit to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a wisdom check.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, yeah. As Dothamar pulls him through the blades, you're instantly ready with your healing kit. Just absolutely staunching wounds, throwing herbs wherever you can possibly stuff herbs, trying to patch him up as best as you possibly can.
So I just want to point out you're basically patching up hamburger meat.
Yeah,
Effectively.
I've seen people who have like been whipped.
Or
and
we're
stuff
stuffing the
before.
chicken. You said herbs.
Like a
So the whole
Hasselback
time-
A
potato.
little tarragon, some coriander.
Fennel.
No, fuck fennel. The only place that deserves is inside of a sausage.
Yeah, I don't like rosemary.
Rosemary has its place.
I grew up.
Few and far between.
Yeah,
Burnt
I
rosemary
grew up.
smells
It was like
amazing.
really terrible with it, so it's just that thing. It's like no, it's a hard dry, and it's never ground. It was just like a
Also,
hard
it's a
dry.
cookie thing,
Oh no, believe me.
and, burnt
Yeah.
rosemary.
I like rosemary.
It smells-
The only time I ever use dried rosemary is if I'm doing like a marinade or something like that. And other than that, I only use fresh rosemary if I'm doing
Yeah,
something
but
that.
that's how I
Your
associate
potatoes,
rosemary, so
especially.
I just can't have rosemary anymore.
Yeah, like my roasts, my rib roast in particular.
The rosemary potatoes are big.
Yeah, the rosemary potatoes,
So, yeah,
those are
2
fresh.
filling packs.
I won't use
I had to
dried
buy more of
rosemary and shit
those.
like that. Fuck that. I mean, might as well just fucking cut up a bunch of toothpicks.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, so R is back to 0 hit points.
Yay.
Did you
just run into the wall, dumbass?
He's still unconscious,
Okay.
but he is stabilized.
Alright, I'm gonna take my other healing potion and just like work
Yeah,
on
so
his
you
throat
do
real
it really-
fast.
Before you do that, can we feel like we can do that without choking him?
You've done it to me.
Yeah.
He's stabilized. Carefully, you can definitely give a potion to somebody
I don't
who
know
is
if it
down.
was
I
you
have
or
a
Who is
actually-
unconscious.
but alright, you want to use that?
I can heal myself once I wake up.
How long is it gonna take you to wake up?
A while. Basically a long rest.
Is this what we're calling it?
I think we drag him a few more feet.
Drag him to the next one?
Let's not drag him to the next one. Let's
Toss him through.
Let's drag him like another
Jesus.
10 feet, and then I'll set up layman's.
He's alive, so it counts.
Yeah, let's drag him like at least another 10 feet, and I'll set up layman's.
We can take him 200.
Can I get the orange one, please?
I mean, we can.
But then I'll
Should we?
I'll use my
Yes.
healing potion so we don't waste the big one. Since he
Why
can
don't we at least see what the
That'll
next one
do.
is so we have time to plan
Just
for it
something to
while
get
we're
me up.
sitting here?
Just let's get
All
him
right.
up.
This is the last of the hag's small potions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna take a nap. No, don't you?
Hold on a second.
Can he take it? Wait.
Are we about to take a long rest?
It's up to you.
Or are we about to take a long rest?
That's fine.
It's gonna take time. Like you're not just simply gonna be able to go straight to sleep. He's already sleeping.
No.
But you're not gonna
Kind of
necessarily. Yeah. It's not that kind of sleep. But yeah.
I mean, can
Like-
he long rest while unconscious?
Yeah.
Well, effectively, it will take a long rest for him to wake back up, and then he is still going to need a long rest.
So we're here for
Like,
16
the
hours.
long rest is just him waking, or like just healing enough to like become conscious.
To have
We don't
one
need
hit
any
point.
Human long rest, correct? So 8 hours for him to wake up, and then can we have a 4-hour
Pretty
elvish
much.
break? So 12 hours. Are we gonna spend
Pretty
12
much.
hours here?
Well, I mean, you guys aren't even ready for a long rest just yet. It's only been about 4, maybe 4.5 hours since you guys left the last long rest.
Are we gonna spend 16 hours here? Can we at least drag him 200 feet?
Let's drag him. I'll pick him up and carry him.
Oh, I was going to say
What kind of
somebody
strength
did-
do you have?
I have a 14.
So, am I drinking the last of those health potions or not?
No.
Well,
Give him the-
is he going to keep making death saving throws if we don't get
No, he's
No,
not
I mean,
making
that's
death saving
alright.
throws. He is stabilized. He is just unconscious. So it is up to you guys.
Yeah, he's fine. We don't
Unless
have
we need him. If we need him, I'll give him a potion.
to carry the torch, look for magic.
I'll
And that teamwork.
I'll pick up R and carry him.
All right.
Can you carry? How heavy are you?
130.
The 14 strength. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. He has enough to do that.
You know,
It's
when,
not very bad.
as James, when I was first rolling this character, I got super fucking lucky with my rolls. I didn't get anything under. The lowest one I had gotten was a 14.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's as low as
That's the best I've ever rolled for any character. I can't. There's no way I'm ever gonna be able to replicate.
Well, it's like me with yours.
Yeah, you rolled really well for mine. So
Well, everything's like down the middle, but that's beast having lows.
yeah.
Okay.
I was happy my first character didn't have any negatives.
All
Yeah,
right.
So that's like nominal strat.
So picking up R.
Shoulder him and have my staff kneel down.
Slinging him over your shoulder, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
Firing Fury.
Do me a favor. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh fuck.
He screams out in pain.
17.
17. All right. Slinging him over your shoulder. You hear a muffled.
Oh, sorry, bud.
That's one, but
But he still seems to be
Don't pat him
stabilized.
on the back.
No, don't
Don't
touch his back.
I'm joking.
That's why I wanted to sling him over my shoulder. That way his back was
Joking.
like not against anything.
I
not
can't
holding him on his
even
back.
But you
She's
have to be
back,
careful
okay.
what you say when we're doing character scenes like this because then it gets taken as you're saying it in character,
Yeah, but
and then we
Gyato,
have to kick you across the fucking next cliff.
yeah, but Gyato can't reach his back anyway. So I mean,
I've already hit a kid. Why would I not?
So you admit it. You hit that kid.
yeah.
Fuck that kid.
Why that kid?
All right. So
Oh, pussy.
I'm assuming keeping detect magic up,
Yeah.
heading forward.
Yep.
Another 200 feet further up,
Arguably
you can see
unconscious.
another set of
You're
glyphs.
fine like
What kind of glyphs do these look to be?
Transmutation.
Transmutation. Great. There's no fucking way.
So what happens if we throw?
This is transmutation. So we're going through each of the schools of magic.
Okay.
This one's
They should be
transmutation.
close.
That means at the very end we're gonna grab some illusion.
I need you to act like I have a 2 in Arcana.
We're gonna see.
That means I don't have the mental fortitude to explain this shit right this second.
Nice.
I have a one.
We haven't gotten to aberration. We haven't gotten to illusion. This is now transmutation.
Abjuration.
What
That's
does
what I said.
transmutation
You said
mean?
aberration, didn't you?
No, I said abjuration.
Oh, I didn't get J.
The
Okay.
j- is hard. All right, so transmutation, turning things into other things. So, a normal thing would be like turning lead to gold.
Okay, like yeet.
Or
Yeet.
I'm not throwing R across the glyphs.
Well, yeah, you don't have the strength for that. We can
I
push
do
him.
have the strength for that, but I'm not going to. I do. I wouldn't get them very far, but I do have the strength for that.
I mean, transmutation would be more of like a physical change.
He might be
Yeah,
easier
yeah,
to
yeah.
carry.
But think about what else is also fucking physical, like the air.
He might be easy to carry. Depending on what he turns into.
Yeah. Turn the air from oxygen to hydrogen and light the bitch on fire.
If he turned into like this, let's just say like a teapot, would it be still have the human needs, but in the shape of a teapot?
I'm gonna let you think about that one for a second, because I don't think I need to answer it.
No, I really want to know. Does he need oxygen as a teapot?
DM's discretion?
That would be up to the DM's discretion, because at that point he would be basically the equivalent of an animated object, and they don't need oxygen.
I'm
James,
just making sure.
fucking help me.
I'm just
When
making
he's
sure
like a
before we
construct.
turn him into a teapot.
We'll
I'm
cross
gonna-
that bridge when we get to it.
Let's put him in the back of holding.
No, he still needs oxygen to breathe,
Not if we throw him
As
through the
an elf.
cliffs. If we throw him through the cliffs.
but we don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Okay,
Carrying R, I can't Misty Step both him and myself across. Fucking course 9.
but
He
like
is not an object.
yet.
Yet, that's what she's trying to get to. But like the basis of transmutation, it turns things into other things. We don't know what this is gonna do.
Would it turn him into another animal?
It turns things
Could
into
it?
other things.
But when you say Thanos, I could it go like living creature to living creature?
I mean, as a technicality, you could call transmutation that, but
I'm just asking how it works.
yeah, no, I got you. I understand, but
We could make this a whole lot easier for us.
Like just
turn into a fucking pig and walk into the next fucking cliff.
This is a really fucking bad idea.
This is a really fucking bad idea.
I mean, if we
It's like
attach a rope,
exceptionally bad idea.
If we
and then you Misty step to the other side,
A
we throw the
confused
rope to
pig
you.
It's probably way less dangerous than a confused.
Why am
fireball
I the
casting
only
elf.
one with the working knowledge of magic in this group?
Because the other one's currently unconscious.
Oh god.
You
But
just hear him
that's-
mumble
okay,
into your
so
ear.
that's the bad thing. If we can bring him back now, because you can Mystic Step if you're conscious and have
Face
it,
he
right?
can't.
I still need a short rest to do that.
Right. So we take a nap here. The two people who can't Mystic Step can turn into teapots.
He needs to wake up first and
Yeah.
then take a short rest.
Yeah. We can like force feed him stuff if we have to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to gently set my friend down against
his
the side of the, on his stomach, next to the wall,
Making sure
and
his face isn't in the
Dalhamar
water.
is gonna slink down next to him, just like rubbing his temples.
Making sure his face isn't in the water.
Look, if Yasa and I turn into something else,
Y'all be fine.
when Misty Stepping, they can't take any other living creature with them, or they can't take sentient beings.
Technically, I could throw everyone in the fucking portable hole and Misty step my happy ass
Yeah,
across
it's like-
this.
yeah,
So
like
we can just
it's
hold her
not-
back for a few seconds.
Why have we not done that?
That's a good question.
You
That's a really good
motherfucker.
question.
Literally do it. Do you have another dimension?
Oh, here's the reason why we haven't done that.
Bag of holding.
We all have bags of holding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Back of holding, quiver.
As I quickly just
So-
look through my
Throw our shit through.
Well, yeah. I mean, that means we could give up our gold.
Or we just throw our shit across the rooms first.
Just piggyback on.
Take the quiver, throw it, take the bag of holding, toss it.
Oh, just like
Slide it,
eat
maybe.
all of our items across and then jump in the bag.
Yeah. Hold our breath. And...
I mean,
How much does
we'll
everybody
be
weigh?
Trusting Goth with all three of our lives.
I mean, you're all really light.
How much can
You
portable
like
hold?
all of
There's no
you,
weight limit.
all of you
Are you fucking
together. All of you together, maybe. No, you don't even hit 350 pounds.
I'm 180.
I'm so
Well, yeah,
Well, I'm
I-
talking
I'm-
about between the three of
I mean,
these.
I'm like 170.
Oh, are you?
I never
Okay.
determined.
Yeah, I
It's like
didn't make
42.
myself.
But like between you and Gyatso, that's maybe 200 pounds.
Yeah, it's like on
So
it's,
I don't know how much you are with all of your equipment, but
It's 130.
I'm like 42.
you're 130 without the equipment.
Without the equipment.
Probably sitting somewhere around $170, $180 with everything. Maybe that's including the pack and all.
Maybe including the pack. I'm actually pretty light on equipment.
Hmm.
The heaviest thing I have is a bedroll.
Yeah,
well, because you drink all your beer.
yeah. If he still has alcohol, that'd be a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. So what you guys doing?
I don't like this.
Why? Why?
Just don't.
How many misty
Just don't
steps?
yeet my body into the portable hole with the bag of holding still attached to me, Plies.
I got
No,
two
oh,
more
no, no, no.
healing packs, baby. We good.
That's not how that. Oh no. Okay.
I don't think I could heal him after that.
So first things first is like who has something that they don't mind getting rid of that they want to toss across the rooms. A what?
Toss a quiver.
You're
No!
Oh, I said.
No!
Did you not hear the words that just came out of my fucking
Because
mouth?
we want to make sure that that doesn't trigger the transmutation and you lose that brand new. I swear to God.
Okay, before we
What I said was, do you have anything you don't mind getting rid of
Hammer.
to toss across?
Hammer.
I'm gonna take the hammer. And I'm gonna.
I thought
toss
you
it.
meant getting rid of in like a very different
Before.
sense.
I'm gonna like
I thought you meant getting rid of in a different sense.
no, like get rid of. Like you don't
Okay.
care what fucking happens.
Okay.
There we go.
Tossing the hammer through. It skips off the stone on the other side, unchanged.
Unchanged. Cool. So
Try and
we-
match-
Before
item.
I'm gonna summon a dagger and do the same thing.
Does the summon
It-
dagger count as a magic item?
No.
No.
Oh.
You use the magic to get an
It is not
ordinary
physical.
item.
It's not physically a magical item.
Oh.
All right. Cool.
Hold on. Let's see what we can all. My needles aren't magical. Or
They are magic.
They are magical. Can I find? Fuck y'all. I'll have the one that I'm not embedded. The extra one that I haven't used yet.
Okay. You leave it in its which form?
I'll do larger so I can find it.
Okay. All right. Arkin pulls out a dagger out of her boot and tosses it through the glyphs, and you watch as it hits the other side and skitters through the water,
Yeet.
unchanged.
Cool. If it's got an extra dimensional space, toss it to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
My haversack gonna get tossed to the other side.
I'm going to try and gingerly take his bag off because I know what it is because I gave it to him.
Okay. You hear a couple low moans, but he stays
Love your.
sleeping.
Fuck that kid.
Fuck that kid.
You open up the bag and there's just like a whole cellar of beer in there.
That's not how bags of holding work. Okay.
And so, like,
Like
smelling
cellar-
salt,
cellar's
so we
work.
come up, we just
Cellar-
crack open the
cellar's
Modelo.
All right. Cool. So after everyone double check, you don't have any other extra dimensional.
Excrement.
Excrements.
You know
no
what?
extra
Yeah,
bits.
let it all fall out of your fucking mouth first before you step
Actually-
in my hole.
Sure, none of other stuff.
Exactly. There we go. I said what I said. I meant to
All
say it.
right. All right.
Could
All right.
everyone wouldn't have any effect?
There's no
on
other time.
What's that?
The belt wouldn't have any effect on
Nope.
the portables? Okay.
Okay.
That's a
It's
really
not-
awkward belt in and of itself, so I wanted to
True.
ask.
True,
Holding
but it is
stuff.
not a extra dimensional space.
Okay.
Holding
Cool. So
What's time? I had that.
I will go to the opposite wall. So ours on this wall. I will be on this wall. I'll go ahead and put my portable hole up. It's like get him into the hole, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like people probably have to know.
I mean,
I
you
will
and I
help
together could probably
get-
pick him up.
But to
We
do
both
it
know.
gingerly.
All right. What? All three of us will pick him up gingerly, lay him on the floor.
Oh,
I'm in the middle just like this because like I
You don't-
You're just holding the ass.
Yeah.
You're just holding me at
Ass to head.
cupping them holy cheeks.
Mhm.
I'll say like all these like
Mhm.
tribal women, they carry things on their heads. It's just
Oh
You
no,
got-
I'd have my hands up. I wouldn't
You go to credit card swipe him, and there's a little Bible that comes out.
I wouldn't let his ass fuck up my mohawk.
watchtower pamphlets.
It's either Watchtower pamphlets or a Gideon Bible, one or the other.
There we
The
go.
one extra thing Diaz spends time on is his mohawk. He would not let his ass fuck that up.
Well, I don't know.
So
Maybe
you're
just like
Actually, there's more
brush it.
stability depending on how far the mohawk goes.
Yeah, right. Or how much gel you use, if that's gel.
That's just
Natural joke.
Yeah, we all know.
Okay, cool.
But
So-
now it smells like swamp ass.
Yeah. Oh, ours got swamp ass.
And fennel
Smells,
and
smells a
coriander.
bit like meth.
Swamp ass
Is that
fennel.
rosemary?
There's a hint of meth added into the scent.
Why?
It better not be.
Why do we have meth?
His whole one is called the meth lab.
Nah.
Anywho,
You didn't
once
have to.
everyone is safely inside the portable hole, take a deep breath, and I will do this as quickly as possible.
10 minutes of air.
They don't know that.
All right, touche. You all take a deep breath, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I'll kill us all. You know.
Cool. I'm gonna fold up the portable hole, put it in my pocket, just stretch.
In the dark, you don't even feel anything moving anymore.
I have my torch.
Oh, you do have your torch?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you're burning
Well,
up more of our oxygen?
Oh, I'll just get up to roughly about 10 feet away from the rune, and I will misty step across.
Would Yato be able to still tell there's wind in there because of
I
he'd
don't
still
know.
have them like moving around him?
yeah, I mean, you have the perpetual winds that move around you. Yeah,
He's gonna let his breath go and try and take a breath with us.
you can take a breath.
And after I get to the other side, 30 feet away from that, I will go and I'll take the portable hole out, unpull it, and put it on the wall.
Okay.
Everyone can come out now.
There
All
was
right.
still air in there.
Well,
Well, it's a good thing you held your breath then, huh?
Took a breath.
And it's a good thing you held your breath then, huh? Okay.
All right.
After we get R safely out,
how many more times do you do that?
I can, well, technically I can do it a few more times.
So just for future
Yes, that's
reference, if
important.
we have, so you get like 2 or 3 times?
If I really wanted to, if I did no other spells at all whatsoever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, a realistic number?
A realistic number, 3 or 4 times.
What about for that one?
For him,
Misty Step's the second one, wasn't it?
yeah, and I'm talking about upcasting it though.
Right. You're at a 4th level.
Yeah, no. I said if I cast no other spells,
This is
ever.
theoretical. This is
Yeah.
Completely
And the-
theoretical.
Oh, like after
I just
long
wanna
rest.
see
Yeah,
how
after
many.
long
Gotcha.
I just want to see how many we could have jumped
Gotcha.
Yeah.
before
Oh.
I start screaming. So
Oh,
6 to 8 at least for one, and then this one. Okay. Just so I know for later.
I mean, at least you got a cool thing out of it.
yeah.
And you got a cool thing out of it.
Do you have magic aids? What the fuck is going on?
So close to spit take. It dribbled. I saw it.
Dribbled?
You can always tell when he's on the verge of one, and he was definitely close that time. Oh my! You don't even understand why he's laughing so much at
My
that,
tooth
Laura.
hurts.
Half a second, I would have actually had it like mid-throat. You'd have had a full-on spit take.
Mid-throat, huh?
That's right. The only way to describe that action. Okay. All right. So
You usually misty stuff.
I mean,
Okay.
I get a grand
technically,
total of 1 or short
So-
rest.
yeah, that's his racial.
So Dosh is the douchebag.
Well, and you could technically do 2 per dimension door.
I thought we established that I already knew this and I wasn't saying it out loud.
No, I said.
Do you know how
Yeah,
many
yeah, I
magic-
know that. And then James said it.
So before we keep misty stuffing, I'm gonna go back and get my bag.
Same. I'm
Yeah,
grabbing
no.
my quiver.
I want to get.
Okay.
Grab my
I want to get
haversack.
Yeah,
Alright.
someone grab
ours
my
bag.
fucking
Yeah, I
bag.
want to get ours back.
Okay. All right.
We're
I
gonna
will fold up
gingerly
the,
carry our out before you hold it up.
before you gather any of the extra dimensional items.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because otherwise bag of holding through.
Yeah. Bad stuff. Okay.
Glad you guys are taking that seriously.
I feel
Nice
like
to
you do too. So yeah.
So, before grabbing any extra dimensional gear, we slowly, safely, carefully take our out of the hole.
Okay.
And then after he is safely out, set him down.
Do you know
fold
how
him in
many
a ball.
like healing magic stuff we've wasted?
So much.
So much.
I can't use my healing anymore. So we sleep again.
Oh, but you still get it back.
You get it back.
I don't get some of these potions back.
Same.
Well, had we, anyways, had I known there was going to be like a labyrinth level of fucking spells ahead of us, this was something I would have like.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we've got at least.
Yeah, I got pictures for each one of them with descriptions.
Oh my god.
She's just going to be like, and this is where you done fucked up in the beginning. Here's your flow chart.
Here's your flow chart. I love that. That should be Arkin's catchphrase from now on.
Here's your flow chart.
Here's your flow chart.
PowerPoints.
Here's your tombstone
Click, click.
over here.
Click, click.
Yeah, after she's
Not even PowerPoint, like old school, like
Old
shutter.
projector.
Yeah, the old school projector, like shutter thing. I can't remember off the top of my head
there
what
you
it's
go.
called.
I doodle on like wax
Click, click.
paper so the light goes through it.
Yeah.
For
Click,
Doth,
click.
the flowchart's gonna be
Click,
on the
click.
tombstone though.
All right. Well, yeah. Any
No, on him.
from Arkin's perspective, any flow chart that she draws of Dothamar is going to end in a tombstone.
On him. He's going up from a long rest. Somehow the fire's out. All of a sudden you just see the light from my lantern. Little projector on his chest.
Not even a projector, you have a dagger, you can just,
And this is where you fuck up here.
All right. So,
This is me
packing
pulling
up your portable hole,
back into my abdomen.
picking up all of your stuff that you had tossed over.
Yeah. I'll hold on to our stuff.
Okay. All right.
That's not the bag.
So,
Are you comfortable with carrying 2 bags of
I
holding?
know where it's.
And I will gingerly pick R up and place him over my shoulder.
all right. Now that you all have all figured out a way to bypass these without too terribly much trouble, bit of extra time, I think it is safe to say that we can fast forward through these.
You're a sick bastard. How long did you watch?
Oh, I was gonna.
Motherfucker.
I was.
Him! You!
Definitely you.
Magic!
I was willing to play out every last one of these.
Did you have one planned for each school?
Yes.
Every single thing.
Oh my god.
And I'm not talking schools. If you didn't notice, the avocation came up twice.
Yep.
You're going to come across multiple schools with different effects. Like, I had it all.
How many more were there?
Are there? We still have to face them.
You have
Well,
2 full days of travel left until the Necromancer's area. How many do you think I can fit into 2 full days?
Fucking lot.
we would have died by some point if you hadn't done it.
You don't say.
We figured it out now.
But now that you figured it out.
So you're not allowed to play high anymore.
Probably a good point.
I haven't even had that said to me.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
you
you
have
have
had that said to
to
you.
you.
You just don't
high.
remember it.
Okay, that must have been a bad one. Okay. I'll have to rewatch that one.
Well then. So.
At least I never got in with you. I think. Did I?
So just to be clear, Gias is the only one who hasn't died yet.
We can fix that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
No, I went down at some point. When we were fighting the eels.
Oh, are you talking about just this tunnel or at all?
At all.
I've gone down before.
I want to say he went down.
Yeah, because it was during the eels. I went down and then someone had to put a potion in my mouth.
I think you're right on that one. I can't 100% recall on
Do you
that one.
have
But
do you keep track of every time someone dies?
I keep track of everyone's hit points and stuff, yeah. I'm sorry, do you not want me to use the healer packs ever? I can save them.
it's an excellent idea. So, it is an unexpected delay in your travels,
Oh no, I definitely.
but moving slowly, moving carefully, and with a liberal use of the portable hole
Mhm.
and Misty Step magic.
Mhm.
The next day, R wakes up feeling very bad, absolutely in horrendous pain.
Understandable.
Moving gingerly. A 2-day trip quickly turns into a 4-day trip. There's just only so much magic that you can use at a time. But you manage to do it safely. Eventually, you can see up ahead the cavern as the tunnel opens up. From a distance, it's nothing but an inky black void. Your vision can't see far enough into it to really catch an idea of what's on the other side. The last and final set of glyphs are inset directly at the mouth of the tunnel. Looking out into the cavern from the other side of the glyphs, you can see just barely at the edge of your dark vision that there are no walls. This tunnel dead ends basically in what looks to be a flat wall with nothing on either side and nothing above. Wherever the ceiling and walls of this cavern are, they are significantly outside of your vision. At the very outside edge of where your dark vision can barely see, you can see. Let's go ahead and get perception checks from everybody.
Wait.
I just want to make sure.
Would you have put your light back up while we were traveling again?
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah.
If you're using the fucking torch in my portable hole,
Drop
yes.
Die again.
Hey,
Nice.
Nice.
Fuck.
second one of the night. Oh fuck.
I'm not wasting perception. You guys have great perceptions.
25.
25,
22.
22,
23.
23. All right.
9.
All right.
Oh fuck.
It's good enough for a
All
group
three of you
that
get
you all
20s.
can commiserating with each other.
We'll
Talking.
we'll include
Yeah.
him in there.
Well, his vision it might have seen just the bare edges with the light, but you basically need the full 60 foot to really get any idea of what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Looking out into the main section of the cavern, at the bare edge of where your dark vision can see, it looks like there's hills that go up on either side of what looks to be a stone path in front of you that kind of winds between these gigantic hills.
Meanders.
Yes.
Watch out for you.
And
I always look for a bit of
at first they look like mounds of broken piled stone because you're looking at the pathway forward. But eventually, taking in the whole scene, it's not broken and piled stone. These are mounds of bodies. You can see arms, legs, featureless heads, just piles of bodies until your dark vision cuts off.
That doesn't feel really dread.
Gang, gang. Good thing Cody's not
So,
here.
We're here to kill a necromancer. He has mountains of bodies.
We're gonna do this stealthily, right?
Okay, we've set up so many traps and exploded so much stuff. I don't know how stuffy we are.
Yeah,
Fair
for
enough.
real.
Well, hopefully he thinks that we die early on because we didn't
After
set
like
off
the
any
fifth
other.
explosion,
We didn't set off any other traps as we were going along.
We were seeing
I'm
some
pretty sure he's
magic,
also been
though.
tailing us. I think.
Maybe.
Maybe.
No reason to tell him.
Am I still
So next thing,
seeing?
could a necromancer trigger reanimations?
There are piles of bodies.
I hate you. Oh god, that's gonna be fucking creepy as hell. God damn.
What?
Just as much as porcelain dolls were for her.
Pretty accurate.
So Jesse, looking out into the cavern,
That's it?
yeah,
Yeah, I just see dolls hidden behind all the fucking bodies and shit.
Sorry, what?
I just see a bunch of porcelain dolls like hidden all behind the bodies and everything.
Jesse, looking out into the cavern, to the edge of where the light is, playing shadows across the piles of bodies that you can just make out because everybody's describing them to you. You hear a soft giggling sound
Oh, fuck you.
from one side to the other.
It's
Guys, did you hear that?
No.
Guess we found the patron of that coven.
great.
Hey guys,
Great,
I think I found out what's up with the dolls. Fireball.
Fireball.
Now.
Fireball.
None of the rest of you can see the dolls.
Oh, only
You were-
jackass.
you were
Nobody
serious.
here heard what he's talking about.
Oh shit. Fuck you on about? You don't know? Then why'd you say it?
I see dolls. I hear giggling. These
You
dolls
look
are
back
creepy
out
as
there,
fuck,
and
so
the ones that you had seen before aren't there anymore.
Let me back in the hole.
they're gone now. I don't fucking know.
I'm back in the
these
hole.
things. I won't attack anything unless I tell you guys about it. I'm telling you that right now.
That's good.
Okay, anytime someone tells you about the dolls, you don't believe them.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Say it's a fucking joke.
Not thinking it as a joke. Taking him as a joke.
Let me back in the fucking hole.
That's it. It's tripping again. Put him down the K-hole.
Yeah, right. Better than the peel. Portable bowl.
I'm gonna look over at Lauren and go, hey, you have a bunch of fireballs, right? Okay.
But the fireballs, like, that didn't work on the dolls last time.
No, but
Did we try it on the dolls last time?
Well, we ice blasted them and stuff. And
Yeah.
like, they didn't respond to magical or physical damage. Besides
Yeah.
the dead one that we got it.
and I couldn't get Orsic on my miners.
So maybe they're just trickster spirits. Hopefully. Yeah, well, they're hanging around a whole lot of fucking dark energy, so that tells me that they're not super fucking friendly.
Are they just like.
News.
Now you understand why I was specifically laughing towards you when he handed me the paper.
I didn't realize you were laughing specifically at me, but now, sure. Can I take Jesse home tonight?
No, I will walk home. I will walk.
I got you, bud.
So,
I'd rather make it home.
I'll make it home.
I'll take the
And you
chances
think
with
you have a
more.
better chance walking home?
close,
You don't wait for you and hit you.
close enough to the end of your fourth day of travel down this incredibly long, quite eventful tunnel. I figure you will all want to go ahead and take your final long rest here at the mouth of the tunnel.
What about that would make me want to sleep?
Might as well.
Let's take our final rest here.
Final resting place.
Yeah.
And for the record, still none of you saw or heard anything except for Gyatso.
But I believe him when he says it out loud.
Just saying.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And that is in character, so I absolutely believe.
What you do?
Yeah,
If
so
they're
we're just
magical,
gonna, like,
can they get in the tent?
we don't know.
I don't know.
While we're in the tent, Yatsu's just gonna start like drawing a tombstone for himself on the ground. Right there.
Like, here lies asshole.
Yeah.
Move, Gucci. Don't get up under there. Don't.
She's extra dumb.
She is actually. Come on, go this way. I didn't pick her up by. I didn't drag her. I just guided her.
I'm used to being around cats and squishables when I do this, so I'm pretty good at looking.
So
Never
why don't you not
PHP.
do it around them?
All right. Players.
Yeah. Taking a long rest. There's a spell.
All right.
It's like I see that chair, and I'm like,
So-
all the chairs, that's probably going to be the one that like
Fair enough.
falls apart.
Long resting
Oh, shit.
here
Mhm.
at the entrance to the cavern.
What are the odds that if we step on this path, all the bodies just start activating?
What are the chances?
I mean, I could run in and check them fast.
I
I am the fastest, and it has.
But that doesn't. Okay, so you activate all the bodies, and now we just have a flood of
This
bodies.
is your brother.
I'm aware.
I always
We
suggest. I've started suggesting it instead of doing it first, at least. Okay.
Thank you, Cody.
As long
I
as you
won't
don't.
just randomly run off and do dumb shit.
Sometimes,
I'll just suggest
sometimes
it.
the only thing that different that you do though, you say stuff. I could do this, and then you do it.
I could do this, and then
Stop
you
doing
wait
that.
for everyone to say no, and then say, I'm going to go do it.
I'm
So you
stop
wait.
doing that
He
now.
doesn't even wait for the response. He's already like, you know what, I could do that, and then starts walking towards it. It's like,
Well, I am assuming you are all going to pass this last set of glyphs the same way that you have the ones in the past. For the record, this last one, as expected, is necromancy.
like whole time.
Does this one seem like it's the necromantic energies are stronger?
Can we sleep on this side of the
Sam.
cliffs? We have to go closer to the door.
I'd rather spend the magical energy to get to the other side.
True. That way we could go into it refreshed.
That way I have absolutely all of the available spells.
It's the only way you can open the portable hole from the outside. Like if you put it up.
If you stab a hole into it,
That's
on
not
the
what I'm
inside.
saying.
I
I'm
mean-
not talking about stabbing anything. I'm
How
talking
large
about-
is your portable hole?
Like so if is it like automatically a hole or is there like a barricade to it? Like is there a door or something that you
There's
can
no- Then no be all. It's just once there was a hole, then there was none.
And from the inside, you notice there was no opening, there was no anything. It was just a flat, featureless black wall.
It dark.
Does the layman's tiny helmet create an atmosphere, right? So if you
Yeah,
put
correct.
it inside a portable hole and close it, would that help with the oxygen?
It doesn't replenish the oxygen like that.
Okay.
That would be pretty fucking cool, though.
Wait, well, hold on a second, because we used it underwater, didn't we?
Yeah.
Correct.
It creates its own atmosphere.
It does create its own atmosphere. That
So
is
if we put it
absolutely
inside the
entirely correct.
portable hole, yeah, but the problem
But
is
there's not to
anyone.
open it.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, like, if anyone comes up to it while we're sleeping, we got laymen inside of it. They can just come up and still pull.
Well,
the
that's
hole.
why I was asking about the barricades. I was just-
But we can't bring any of our good stuff inside the hole.
I will leave the fucking bag out here.
Okay.
She really doesn't like those doors.
Like you can't kill it. You can't do anything to it.
I think that's why they keep showing up.
I know. Why? Like what? They just like, mommy and daddy died, so we're gonna get new ones. And they're just gonna follow us for the rest of the fucking campaign.
They better
20
fucking
years
not.
later,
You
we
have to
just-
They
keep
are
seeing
now.
these
We
little
should take it back to
fucking
the
toys.
tower.
20 years later, you just like fall asleep. So the same is giggling every night in the tower.
I mean, that's what it was like sleeping at Corky and Larry's house in town, so. There were a lot of fucked up ghosts in that house.
Anywho,
All right.
Although those
His
things
lips are
also
fucking-
not be psychotic, they would make good security. Like built-in like nanny cams.
so are you now okay? So you went from fuck these dolls to be like, can we hire these
No, 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 no,
dolls?
no, no, no. I don't want them.
You don't
I
want
don't
them.
want them.
So,
Are we sleeping on this side of the glyphs? Or
No, we're
What
going
about
to the other
lizards?
side.
Can we feed them to the lizards?
The lizards probably won't eat them.
I know.
Okay, yeah, we'll find a way. Yeah, yeah.
all right.
Whatever you
So,
want.
using a Misty Step to go ahead and bypass this last set of glyphs.
Mhm.
All
Giggling
right.
was the doll different.
Definitely. Especially since you guys can't hear it. I'm guessing it.
Ending up on the other side of the final set of glyphs,
Mm-hmm.
taking a quick look around, you can see even more of the piles of bodies that stretch beyond the height of your dark vision goes. Turning around, you can see the opening of the tunnel cut directly out of a sheer cliff face.
Oh wow.
That continues up beyond the sight of your dark vision.
Fuck.
Putting your portable hole up on there, everybody can come out.
Before we step out, I'm going to look around and make sure there aren't any dolls in its hole.
Okay.
Phrasing. Are we still not doing? Are we not doing phrasing anymore?
It's portable hole, sorry.
No, you have to get a DOS hole first, and then you get the purple hole. That's the order you set it.
Okay, go.
You're
Not
Look-
in game, not in game.
while you're inside of the portable hole,
So
you're gonna
you
just
can
kind of
let
keep
the
an eye out,
George
looking
Yeah.
around.
They stole from him already. I'm not
Right.
taking it.
You don't see any dolls necessarily, but at the corner of your eyes, you can see one just a foot dart behind a desk.
Okay.
You can see what looks to be a flash of white as it looks to be where it ducks down behind one of his desks.
Alright. When he opens the hole back up, I'm going to go, hey, Doth, I saw them in there too. You might want to check your shit again.
Get the fuck out of the hole.
Yep.
Everyone get the fuck out of the hole. I'm gonna quickly, after everyone gets out, I'm gonna quickly close up the hole, and just to make myself feel better, I'm just gonna
Breaks his own hole.
I'm not gonna break my own hole.
Phrasing! Again, phrasing!
On the cat.
She's right there.
That wasn't even me trying to lean out. Sorry.
Just gonna take the portable hole just for my own personal satisfaction.
Shake it around,
Let Arkin do it a few
Does that work?
times.
knowing full well that it's not going to do anything to this stuff inside.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to vent out my frustration with the little bastards.
All right.
Those would be useless right
It has to be on a surface to function as a whole, right?
Correct.
now. It'd be pretty broken
If
you
I-
could just put it-
If I just like don't put it on a surface, if I just open it up and scream into it.
Can I
Until
hand
it's on a surface, it is basically the texture of like fine silk.
Okay, fair enough.
You can still stream into it.
All right.
Just
So you can wear it.
Technically, yes. I
Okay, so now I just see
But he
dog
comes-
with like an ass.
Great. Good to know.
where does it work?
It fits the personality.
All right. So,
Quickly put the portable hole back up on the wall.
okay.
Very quickly. The second it's up there, if I find anything missing in there, I swear to God, I'm going to torch this entire goddamn place and close the hole back up.
So the missing got destroyed.
Well, destroyed would
No,
make
no,
it missing.
No, if it's in pieces, it's still there. It's just no longer in the form that it once was previously.
Whose side are you on?
First.
The same side Arkin's always on.
Okay,
Self
cool.
code. I know. She's been here the whole time. She's not in the zone.
All right.
She's
So,
been here the whole time.
with that,
You're super hot.
putting up Liamon's
Yeah.
secret hut,
Tiny hut.
tiny hut,
Can you be a secret?
It's not gonna be a
secret.
secret. It's going to be a secret hut when none of you motherfuckers are allowed in it, except for R. But,
Hey, I told you the dolls were in there.
yeah, I appreciate that.
All right.
You're also a little bastard. Like, I don't know
We
if
don't
you
know
missed.
that the dolls cannot enter. Or...
Well, I don't know that they can't. I don't know if they can jump from an extra dimensional space whenever the entrance is inactive. I don't know if they can jump from that back to not even the prime material plane. Like we're on another elemental plane of existence. Like we're
floating amongst the sea of astral space away from the
So
planet.
who's got the bad juju that keeps making these fuckers come around?
Not
the
in
guy
game.
running the fucking game.
Not in game saying this, obviously, but probably the dude with the fucked up shadow.
So what you're saying is metagaming. I can kill Gyatso in his sleep and potentially get rid of them.
Or just anger them.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to anger them. I'm just trying to
I'll
get
get
them to
rid
leave
of
me
them. So
alone.
if I could kill you to get rid of them, like that's
Or you just take their plaything.
their plaything.
Well,
Did you just call yourself their plaything?
I'm the only one that's allowed to see them right now, and they're giggling and shit. So technically, I'm their plaything right now, by all intents and purposes.
Phrasing.
Okay,
Are we
look,
still not doing
whatever's
phrasing?
gonna make you feel good tonight.
It's
but
their toy.
See,
the
now
toy's
that.
fine.
So now she's on the other foot, right?
Yeah, how
So,
dirty a little can you
so the
be?
dolls are now fucking you.
Toys boy toy.
Yeah, you're the fuck toys
What?
toy. That's right.
A fuck toys boy toy.
Anyways.
See,
sleep.
now he's on board with it.
Oh, right, we all got our
Sex
health back
dolls-
over that journey,
The
too.
sex dolls, boy toy, fucking toy.
We all have gotten our health back over that journey as well.
Yeah, everyone except for you.
Ah.
I mean, technically, he probably would be.
Are you gonna say that the dolls are following you
Are you saying that out loud?
in game?
I'm just the only one that can see them. I specifically said before that I'm not saying this in game.
Just making sure,
Double
I
check.
don't know that my shadow's fucked up, so.
because I'll kill you.
How do you do that? Well, it's something.
There's already a whole pile of bodies. We'll never know the difference between one and one.
After
They
you take
probably
your
would.
scales,
All right.
Yeah.
So,
No.
Liam's tiny
you
hut.
can
You
keep
think
them.
this counts extra?
Liam's tiny hut.
Yep.
Everybody taking their long rest.
Yep.
Any changes in attunements? Any additional spells? I know, Daniel, you took yours already?
Yep.
All right.
I'll be copying over the other spell.
Okay.
I would have done that on the trip.
You would have probably done that.
Yeah, no. So I'm just gonna mark off the gold.
I'll say the art tonight.
You would have been able to burn through your spells
Mm-hmm.
each day, probably before noon.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to burn through the gold piece cost that you had in materials,
Mm-hmm.
you would definitely be able to scribe as many spell slots as you have gold piece material cost. Does that make sense?
One more time. Explain it to me like I'm stupid.
Right?
Over the past, effectively 2.5 days,
Right.
you would have had enough free time
Mm-hmm.
because you would have burned through your spells, like your Misty Steps,
Mhm.
by noon.
Right.
So then you would have had plenty enough time afterwards of putting the spells into your lore gem.
Right.
So actually, on that one right there, you would be able to do quite a few spells in your lore gem.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as copying them into your spell book,
Right.
you have a material cost on there for, what was it, like 550 gold pieces, I think was the last time I saw it.
For
It was like magical supplies or something like that
the
that you have on there.
supplies. That one.
That's how much you had in paper, like special paper and special inks
Mhm.
from the necromancer's chamber.
Gotcha. Okay. So
That's
I would've been able
what
to burn
you
through.
have been using to scribe your spells in.
Gotcha.
It had started out at, I can't remember what the original total is. I'd have to look
I
back
have it
through.
written down.
But whatever it was,
Mhm.
then it was down to, I want to say that the last I saw was like 550 or something like that was how much you had left. 450?
450, but I ended up buying 50 more gold pieces worth of it.
Mm.
And then, yeah, about the same time I got the Brutes of Shielding.
Right. I wasn't, like the spells that you were copying from the magic shop and stuff like that,
Yeah.
those I wasn't counting you
Right.
using those materials. All of that was incorporated into the cost of doing so.
Right.
So all of those things, that spell magic, like the stuff like that you had gotten from them,
So it's
that
safe to,
none of that was
so
against.
it's safe to assume that I've taken all the ritual spells that I wanted and put them in my book.
If it fits within the 450 gold pieces.
500.
500 gold pieces?
500 gold pieces.
500, right. Because
Yeah,
it was
no.
the 450 plus the 50 that you said you got from the,
Yeah.
So- figure it out with 500 gold pieces of material, how many spell slots, divvy it up how you want, and then that's what you can have scribed into your spell book.
And if you need more
If we're
gold,
having that
then
much
we'll
free
be able to
time,
just
can I use that for table time? Like,
Absolutely.
through all of it?
Absolutely. It's a pretty significant amount of time as far as you would have to be able to do stuff like that.
Because when he's doing worse and stuff, he can't concentrate like on other things, right? That's like
Correct.
You can't do it when he's on
Fourth
watch.
level layout.
Right, because when like you would notice when he's doing the lore stone thing, because basically it would be he would like doesn't necessarily have to keep his eyes closed, but
Meditating,
it's
meditating kind of.
meditative state.
there's nothing there. The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Huh.
Like
During
me when
this
I'm
large
stoned.
amount of downtime.
A little bit different. It's when a person is stunned, in particular, like when you use your belt or something like that. It's a noticeable difference.
I didn't say stunned. I said like me when I'm stoned.
To get
Oh
everything,
yeah, not even close to that.
get everything caught up, I'm now down to 150 gold pieces.
That's for everything up to
Up to
like fourth level.
Yeah.
Okay,
Actual
there you go.
gold pieces worth of material? Or,
yeah, gold
okay.
pieces worth of material.
Never
So
mind.
so next time we're in a shop, like fully expect me like when we get back to Waterdeep, but
Well, you got enough
It's
money, so-
definitely a material component that a lot of people forget about that wizards genuinely need, and it's definitely something you want to kind of keep up with because of stuff like this.
Right.
You never know when you're going to have an excessive amount of downtime
right,
or need to go on a ship or something like that.
right.
You know, there's a lot of situations like that. That's why it's always nice to have like a book or something that you're learning from or something like that.
right.
Because, you know, with how heavily I do play with, you know, you can determine what you want to do with your own like downtime, with your own free time.
Yeah.
Making full use out of it is a good thing to do.
That's true. Very true. Very true.
So, I mean, it might be something that you guys want to look into next time you guys are at a library or bookstore or something like that, is pick up something for like a language you want to learn.
Yeah.
Maybe like an extra tool, like set of tools that you can want to practice with or something to gain proficiency. You know, just a thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's definitely not a thing that you guys have to do. But
It'd just be useful.
right, if you guys want to kind of, it's my way of saying, you know, fill out your character. What would your character enjoy doing? What would you want to learn?
I'm
You know, those
tired.
types of things. I know.
And,
You're the only one who's been taking full advantage of it.
are we
Okay.
ending here for the night?
No,
Huh?
I want more skills.
Are
You
we
got
ending
skills. I'm
here?
We are going to be ending it here for the night.
You're
That is
passing out
correct.
skills.
Can't
I'm gonna
even
take
choose that.
skills.
Sorry. Oh yeah, I walked through the
So-
rain on the way home the other night. And it's the first
Next
time
week-
I've actually cleaned a little bit.
Next week, we will make the trip to the Necromancer's Cove.
Because
Where's
because
the,
because.
Yeah, can you pass me the box of pencils, please?
Because,
Is it a
And
gray
your
brick
pencil.
road?
huh?
Is it a gray brick road?
Now that you're on the other side, getting like even remotely close to the pile of bodies, it is the ground is very tacky. There's
Are
a-
we gonna have to do constitution?
there's
saving throws?
The sheer weight of bodies, you can see that the lowest levels, like basically the bottom like
They're
15
compressing.
feet are compressing, and it's just pushing these old,
It's basically
Like-
compost.
I was thinking more like
Bodies.
less
crushed wine.
compost.
More
like-
wine.
You have no clue how long these bodies have been here, but they're still wet. They're still having like fluids pushed out.
But if they're, but it's just like condensed landfills. It's stuff that would normally decompose because it's so compressed. You might slow down the decomposition.
You don't know.
I know. I'm just guessing, but
There's also a spell.
I'm just
that-
imagining like old world, like foot crushed wine.
Once we get closer, we'll
But-
start hitting with aura sight to see if any of them have anything.
People juice like Grandma used to make.
Yay!
Babushka.
Right.
Yummy.
So
I'm just gonna be hitting aura sight on every fucking thing. I
So,
see and read.
next week we get to see what you guys do. So-
James,
Die.
Yes.
on the way home, would you mind stalking me by Joey's? I want to see if they've closed yet, and if I haven't, I'm just gonna have you drop me off there so I can help them close. Would you mind doing that?
No, not at all. Sure.
Okay.
All right. All right, and with that, I'll go ahead and end the stream.
So you're gonna be at Joe's.
If they haven't posted, if not, I'll have them take the home.
Okay.
I do want to make sure they actually get out of